Welcome aboard.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
How's everyone this morning?
Well, discombobulate. There we go. Hi, everybody. How is everybody? Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yes.
Wah, 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 wah.
It's hot in here, right?
It is a little warm in here, but we've just
It's
turned the air
getting hot
conditioner
in
down.
here.
So take a... please don't. Hi.
I got to see the space shuttle yesterday.
The space shuttle. The first person in space. Donna Summer.
But a lot of people had to point out, well, that shuttle never made it to space. There's always buzzkills. No matter what you do, that's why I'm not into social media as much.
Uh-oh.
Because there's a buzzkill no matter what you try to do.
Yeah.
Some asshole that's miserable with their lives.
Yeah. You gotta...
So people had to point out. I tweeted a picture of the space shuttle going on the Intrepid with that giant crane I was showing you.
Yeah.
Took a bike ride with my son down there. Like, hey, this is kind of cool. I kind of grew up with the space shuttle program.
Yes.
And now there's one a mere mile or two from my house. I took a bike ride down there and I tweeted a picture, whatever. I'm not trying to promote my Twitter. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
And I post it, and most people, normal fucking human beings.
cool.
I call them normal human fucking beings.
Pretty cool.
Hey, pretty cool, pretty amazing. Wow. All right, you got to nice little comments, which I appreciate, by the way, more than you realize. And then there's got to be buzzkill. Not a big deal. That space shuttle never made it into space. It barely did anything. It doesn't even look like the other space shuttles because they changed the design of the space shuttle.
Are they just spoiling it for
Oh, Christ. It gets exhausting after a while.
Technically.
It's basically, yeah. Technically, if you look at it closely, it doesn't even really look like the other space shuttles because they redesigned it.
They're buzzkills?
Oh, they're the worst.
They got the big wind fairing on the back,
Right.
so you can't even see the engines.
And I know talking about this is just going to make it worse, but whatever.
We did get chipped. We got the shittiest space shuttle. Thank you.
Yeah,
no,
no,
actually, the
but that-
Johnson
no.
Space Center got the worst one.
But then other people from other cities, New York City doesn't even deserve that. Should have went to Houston. And then everyone in whatever city they're from, should have went to whatever, my city.
Houston got the Johnson Space Center got the one that's made out of like wood. It's like a complete mock-up.
They got a
space
wood
shuttle.
one?
Yeah,
A wooden
just
space
a wooden,
shuttle?
fucking wooden
Come
space
on,
shuttle. They got the
really?
shittiest, like a mock-up. It wasn't one that was used for like anything.
So what? It's like the first model. Like we think this might fly,
This
so let's
could be
carve.
the one. Now, all right, we got this.
Yeah.
Now start making the real ones, guys.
See, I'm stupid. I just assume some idiot had a blueprint and go, all right, here's the space shuttle.
Here it is.
Make these and let's start flying them. But it goes through a whole process, obviously.
Yeah,
What does it do? What do they start with? Drawings, obviously, and then
Yeah.
they go with a wood
And
mock-up.
there were some mock-ups.
Why
that
a
they-
wood mock-up? Because that's cheap.
I guess so. And then they it was like wood and aluminum on an
Okay.
aluminum frame and stuff. But I guess they used it for real basic shit.
Right.
Like just a mock-up for maybe to see how big a hanger you would need.
Okay.
Or like just how it would fit in certain instances and. So yeah, Johnson Space Center got that one. We got the one in New York that they used just for glide testing off the 747
But
years ago.
It actually glided off the.
It glided in, yeah.
Okay,
it
gotcha.
glided in.
So it had some engines and shit.
Yeah, but it never really used engine power at all, ever. It
Wait,
never
so they
really
would just.
The shuttle's a glider. Once it gets in the atmosphere, it
Yeah, but
doesn't
don't you
use
need
the
some
engines.
kind of shit to kind of like make sure it's on track?
Yeah, but it uses like regular surface.
That's it.
Yeah, like an airplane. But it's just a glider. There's no power with a space shuttle once it came through the atmosphere. That was
Right.
it. No power. Poof, you got one shot to glide it in. It's amazing.
What?
The shuttle never crashed during a landing.
And why didn't they have engines in it? Because that was too much weight. I would assume.
Well, no, they didn't really need any engines.
Yeah, but what?
in the Enterprise.
Just in case you're the guy and you're like, oh fuck, I'm a little off here. I'm going to need a little power to get it back to the left a little bit.
You couldn't fire those engines up in a glide.
They
it would
didn't
be
have
crazy.
a little something.
No, it was all just
No
fucking
shit.
surfaces, wing surfaces and stuff. That,
Wow. You know what? I never knew that.
It was like they said it was like flying in. You needed computer assist because it was like flying a brick. You look at it; it doesn't look very aerodynamic.
I like showing my stupidity. I assumed had some engines to do the space thing.
No.
And then when it came through the atmosphere, it turned into a plane.
No, just glides.
Turned into a little plane.
It had one fucking shot to land.
And I'm brave enough to say that because I bet you there's a few other people going, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, there's
too.
plenty of fucking people.
I thought it turned into some kind of plane.
Didn't know that. It turned into an aeroplane.
Doesn't it have to go? It has to circle like with the front end up to kind of buffer it and slow it down. It has to just take giant looping circles to slow down.
Oh yeah.
And
That's what it would do. Come through the atmosphere, pretty much belly in, and that's where all the heat tiles were, and on the leading edge of the wings and stuff like that. And that would slow it down like a lot. Well, and then they would do these kind of back and forth maneuvers to scrub off the speed, because that's really the only way they could slow down was to just scrub the speed off by turning.
So you really needed to know what the fuck you were doing.
Oh yeah, those guys really needed to know where they were.
So you're not
how to fucking land.
You're not asleep at the wheel.
No,
like
you can't be asleep at the switch.
Most of our pilots, as we take our our plane rides.
Every shuttle commander pilot had to be a Sully.
Wow.
Every one of them.
So they went from a wood model to what? And then the Enterprise? Or was there something in between, you think?
Enterprise for glide testing and stuff like that. I'm sure they had like simulators just for the inside so that the guys knew where all the shit was.
Right.
You know, you didn't have to have a actual working space shuttle to teach the guys in the crew. Just to orient yourself, the big cargo bay in the back, you know, how to work shit in there. It would be a waste to have an actual working space shuttle to just have everybody learn their respective places in there. So there were a lot of mock-ups.
I got to tell you, I was more impressed with this crane they had.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the crane they had to lift it up and onto the Intrepid.
Huge, right?
I think it's the biggest crane I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This thing was, I was trying to explain it to you, and I took a few pictures, and it doesn't do it justice. Maybe someone that knows this shit could call in. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It had this huge, like, rotating thing that looked as big as, or as wide as, like, a New York City building.
Really?
Just to turn the whole fucking crane.
How they figure that shit out?
I don't know. And then there was, like, there was at least 24 guys on the barge and the crane structure.
Yeah.
At least. And then one of the guys goes, hey, man, I've been a big fan of you guys forever. I'm one of those guys on the crane. And I'm thinking, if I wish he knew that I was down there. Maybe I could have got a little VIP action. Maybe
get down on that thing, huh?
Yeah. So I just want to say this. I live in New York City, rules. And I always look for cool shit to do. If you're one of those guys that gets to do cool shit, fucking get a hold of me on my Twitter. Please, give me a little closer to some of this
shit. If I could get closer to this cool shit.
That's my thing. Jimmy likes the celebrity photos and all that. If something's going on in New York, I try to check it out.
You want some of the cool shit going on.
I try to check it out.
Yeah, there is usually some cool shit going on.
But New York. But people, you know, were there. I just missed when they were lowering it down. I think that would have been kind of cool. There's video everywhere of it, I guess. But
yeah. I was watching it on the news. Yeah, yesterday. Just kind of, that's pretty fucking cool.
And what's cool is, like, from my living room, I could see the Intrepid, and I could see the space shuttle. It's a tiny little fucking dot in the horizon. But I'm like, that's the space shuttle. I can see it every fucking day.
I see how they put it to the, which I guess is the rear of the Intrepid, which is closer to the river side.
Right.
So you can't drive by and really get a good view of it because they want people to go into the fucking place.
Correct.
And I do think they're going to cover it. Aren't they putting a structure around it?
What fucking assholes. Because there's a pier just south of the Intrepid where, I mean, and hurry up. I mean, if you're a New Yorker, there's a pier just south of the Intrepid, you get a fucking solid look at it.
Yeah.
And if they're going to put a structure up, go soon. Because it's pretty cool to see it from that vantage point.
I think what I heard was NASA, some of the conditions that they put out for any of
Well, they
these
probably
cities.
don't want it in the weather.
Yeah, they don't want it in the weather. So they one of the conditions that they have is that it's got to be covered. And that's, I guess, for all the shuttles that they gave to all the respective
You know what?
cities.
I just called everyone an asshole, but that makes sense.
Yeah, because it would probably
we
get
got shitty weather in New York,
fucked
man.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that isn't really meant to be outside. A lot of the planes that they have on the deck of the Intrepid are outside and just left outside.
Yep.
But I guess the shuttle is a pretty delicate thing.
You know, people always ask me, what should I do if I come to New York? And I don't feel like really answering anybody.
I don't really feel like...
So I'll say it on the air. Go to the Intrepid.
Yeah, it's a whole Air and Space Museum inside.
I'm not an Air and Space guy like we
love
went
it.
down to Washington once and we went to the Air and Space Museum together after our XM interview, our secret XM interview back in the day.
Yeah.
And you were pretty much coming, man.
Oh, I loved it.
You were out of
Love
your
that shit.
And I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. But you take it to a whole nother level. You love this shit.
Because it's like watching all those history shows and just reading about it and stuff. You know these planes,
Right.
And it's the actual fucking planes.
Yeah.
When you see, the first plane that broke the sound barrier,
Right.
Chuck Yeager's fucking plane.
If you come to New York, though, I would definitely go to the Intrepid. Here's the deal. They what did they do? They remodeled it or something, cleaned it up. They took
Yeah.
it out of there for a while. I saw there was a big banner. It reopens July 19th.
Yeah.
That's my birthday. That's why they're doing that.
Happy. No, it's not.
It is.
They got one of the Concords down there now on the dock next to like a.
Do they really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's one of the overhead shots. That's they got one of the Concords. You're able to go inside and check it out.
Oh,
You can
get
go
the fuck
inside the
outta
Concorde?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
they
that.
have a little
And they got a little submarine right next to
tour
the
of the
Intrepid you
Concorde.
could go on.
Yeah, submarine, and
which
then
is kind of creepy but cool.
yeah, and then on the Intrepid, the actual deck of the Intrepid, there's a lot of famous types of aircraft from various wars and stuff. The Intrepid itself is
It's cool
an
to just
amazing
walk around
carrier
that.
with a history that's like
Yeah.
an amazing war history.
Yeah.
I believe it had a kamikaze hit too.
No, really?
Yeah.
What song?
Well, it was Hang Chang Fa.
Now wait, where is the actual shuttle going?
To the rear of they moved shit around, but
Yeah,
it's,
it said to the
it's right back there.
Oh, I
Pretty
thought
much
that was
where
it.
it says Intrepid back there, right back there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's to the southwest of the Intrepid.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there's a pier just south, and I mean, you walk to the end of the pier, and it's a really nice view of the shuttle right now.
Yeah.
And if they're going to cover it up, that's going to, that vantage point's going to be taken away.
You know
I was
what's
right
fucking-
there. I was right at the end there.
There I was.
Oh, maybe they'll cover it with something glass or something
No.
transparent.
No, they'll go with some kind of.
That's got to be hard to keep clean and shit. I don't know.
No,
though.
they're going to cover it
I bet
up
they will.
because they'll make a lot of money from people wanting to just check it out.
Maybe they'll paint like a shuttle on the outside of it, the structure, and be like, "Hey, look what's in here."
Or saran wrap.
There'll
Yeah.
probably be a big white structure with the NASA fucking
Yeah,
logo
probably.
on the side. That's
One of those
it.
tuxedo shirts.
Yeah, like a tuxedo T-shirt.
Hey, how much is the Intrepid? I've never gone there.
$8 billion to
Oh,
go
see, that's
on.
why it's not affordable.
They just need one guy.
You got to take
go
out a
on.
second mortgage, but it's well worth it.
Where is the good shuttle?
There's a few of them. There's I guess DC got one of the ones that was actually used
For
in
the Air and
space.
Space?
Yeah, the Air and Space got. I can't remember which one. And then I guess did LA get one?
Why would LA get one over New York?
I don't know.
Because
DC is closer, probably.
Yeah.
well, I mean, they're spreading it out. New York, D.C., L.A. I would assume Houston.
Houston
wait.
got the shitty one. Johnson Space Center got the shitty one. And then
Wait, which one? The wood
down
one
at
you
the-
were
down
saying?
at the Cape they got a good one.
Yeah, let me say hi to Kate in Tennessee. Kate.
Hey, I was just going to tell you guys, Chantilly, Virginia, I think it is, which is outside of Washington, has a space shuttle, and it also has the Enola Gay.
Ooh,
A lot of other cool shit. It was really awesome.
the Enola Gay. Ooh, the big one. Drop the big one on those jabs.
Yep. Wait, where's the Enola Gay?
Virginia?
In Chantilly, I think it is. It's right outside of D.C.
Chantilly lace and a funny face and a ponytail hanging down. What? What?
Is that the telephone? Is that
Yeah.
the telephone
Oh,
song?
He's on the
Dumb
phone.
telephone.
It's my baby.
Hello, baby.
Where he's walking from one phone to another?
Oh, it's
that's
That
the worst.
video's terrible.
Chantilly lace.
Yeah, this is the Big Bopper speaking.
Too been? The wings are covered with snow, baby.
And then down we go, baby. Metal in my face.
E-Rock,
we spiral when she talks.
E-Rock, we did this, right?
Yeah.
We did this.
Oh, yeah.
That's my new thing.
We love this bit.
Speaking of doing bits over and over, remember the other day you guys were talking about just impulsive thoughts that you just don't act on?
Yeah.
I was going through some old stuff just yesterday, and there was a bit from 2007 called Crazy Thoughts You Don't Act On.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, we update these things. It's like Dateline and stuff. They have. We were updating a story we we told you about in 2007.
I don't mind because A, a lot of people
either.
haven't heard it, and then B, you kind of added new shit to the whole
I
thing.
forget
it's like-
we've done them.
It's like when they turn 48 hours into a Dateline.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They just
I
extend
forget.
it slightly. Let's go to Jim in Jersey. Jim,
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hello.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yellow.
Talking to me?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Talking
God.
to me.
All right.
The only reason I'm
The
going
only
to
one
'cause
here.
You say you work on those cranes all the time.
Cranes, and I do a lot of work on cranes.
Oh, sorry.
You do it.
That big housing you're talking about, that's the center pin. That everything pivots on that, and that's that basically all the counterweights. That's how they calculate weights that they can.
Nah,
pick
man,
up.
we don't need this type of discussion. Way too deep. I need like how large is the pin on that crane?
Oh, it's huge.
I know
Huge.
it's huge. I
Big
told
center
Aunt massive, so that's not helping anyone. Like how big though, so people could wrap their heads around it.
I don't know, probably 2 foot. It's all steel, and the biggest crane in the world, like the biggest mobile crane. That I don't know if you're going down Turnpike, the Lamson, and it's huge. There was 2 of them. The one fell over
Uh-huh.
in the roof on a stadium.
Weren't they using some of the bigger cranes down at Ground Zero at one point? They had like 3 of the biggest ones.
Yeah, not well. They're like I said. There's only 2 that are like really huge, and the one fell when they're putting a roof on a stadium. Got wind shear and
Sir, what was the crane that was down at the Intrepid the biggest one in the world or close to it? We all know about cranes in general. Huh?
probably close to it.
Close to it.
I
All
bet.
right.
I bet not.
You bet
Especially-
not?
Especially since it's on the water.
Really?
Yeah, like they got some big motherfucking cranes.
This thing was big, Ant.
I mean, giant.
Massive.
See the ones that they're using to build the motherfucking One World Trade?
Yeah.
They're
Sure.
fucking huge.
I guess the crane down at the Intrepid was also the one that pulled Sully's plane out of the Hudson.
Oh, is it?
That's what they're telling
Those
me.
guys get a lot of work
So there you go.
when shit falls in the fucking river.
That was my night going down there to check it out. It was cool. I liked it.
cool.
I liked it.
Oh man, Kenny couldn't get my fucking jury duty. Dang, they said no because I've blown it off a couple of times.
Wait, you're leaving us?
I don't know. What do I do?
What do I do?
This sucks. And then I fucking just realized it's not in New York City, dummy, because I don't live in New York City.
Right.
So I'd have to go all the way to fucking Mineola. By 8:30? Is that what it is?
You might have to go do jury duty now?
I know. Well, I'd fucking get there at some point. Oh, Kenny's texting me again. Hold on. Let's get an update.
All right.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you on the air?
I don't know. Oh my God. I can't go now. Why? Is it 8:30? Kenny, could you come in here, Kenny? Kenny! Kenny! Kenny!
Where's Kenny?
Look at him. He's just
Kenny.
staring at his
Oh, my
phone.
God.
He's just staring at his phone. Kenny! Kenny, could you come here a minute? Kenny?
What happened?
Kenny, what? I would have to leave. Why now?
He
Can I
doesn't have
leave
to
it
leave
like
now.
Can I leave in like an hour?
You would leave now. Anthony doesn't have to leave now.
Yeah.
Well, you
What do I
have
do?
to stop home and.
Oh well, that's not too far.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not early, you're not on time.
So wait, he can't get out of this? He's fucking working.
Well, there's nothing I can do day of at 6:30 in the morning.
All right, maybe I put this off a bit.
What, did you talk to anybody or no?
I got an automated computer that fucking denied your postponement because you already had one. so I could call back after 8:30 and try to reason with a person.
On the
but-
radio, yeah, he's on the air.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Well, that's not an exception according to New York court rules.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just
should be.
Just reason with them at 8:30.
I'm an important person.
No, but it's
We'll
like
just reason with them at 8:30.
Oh, can I get a doctor's note from Dr. Steve?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
well, you really have to be
can.
sick, though. I mean, I know you are feeling under the weather. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I screwed up, right, Kenny? I should have maybe come to you a little sooner with this one.
If you'd come to me, then this scum who ruined your daughter would be doing jury duty at this.
That I cannot do.
Yes.
Kenny, I screwed up.
What? Just do your civic duty.
Duty.
He is. He's
Funny.
entertaining the public.
Yes, that's
right.
what I do.
Well, entertain them from a jury box.
You go reason with them, Kenny. We got
Yeah.
a radio show to do.
Yeah, we have big
We're
guests
very
today.
busy.
We're already off to a fine start.
This is much more important than,
That's right.
what, some skell's going to get up there and I'm going to have to fucking be like, oh,
Some
I
dumb-
think you did.
Don't
Some
you
dumb-
want to convict some people?
I really do.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
You
do?
Oh, they don't want me on a jury, believe
Yeah,
me.
Believe me, you're going to get kicked off in a heartbeat.
I really would. I
Yeah.
would. So look, people that run this thing, this show, you don't want me on there anyway. I would look and be like, oh, that figures.
So
You know.
yeah. So
I'll bring this with me, and when they say, Mr. Cumia, do you have any? They're like, oh, okay, we know what that means.
So you're doing them a favor by not showing up.
Yes.
You're just wasting their time.
I'm wasting their time. I
and
don't
isn't
need to
it
do that.
our time?
And isn't it our time, Mr. Hand?
Yeah, but you get paid $40 a day.
Oh, wow. Wowie, wow.
I don't understand why more people would want to do this.
Yeah.
Sam's going to quit and just do jury duty
Yeah.
full time.
Just do jury duty.
Probably
It's
make more
easier.
money.
Yeah.
you wanna-
Talk to more people, too.
We got a guy that I don't know. He's missing a limb or something. He
What?
wants to thank us about it.
Oh,
And it's only
criminy.
$1,000 fine.
that's it.
That's it?
Well, or up to 30 days in prison.
They're not going to do the 30
Does
days.
anyone go to jail for not
No,
going to jury duty?
they'll give you one more shot at
Has
it.
anyone gone to jail? And I don't mean like when you're in contempt and you really fuck up and shit like that and tell the judge bad things when they call you in. But like you just don't show up. Has anyone really been locked up?
No, take the $1,000 hit. We got a radio show to do.
Man.
Hey, who's this? E-Train. E-Tron.
E-Train from Worcester, man. How you guys doing today?
E-Train.
E-Train in the house. Now,
Dumb name that is.
the boys are telling me that you want to thank us for helping you through an amputation.
Yeah, for the past 5 years, I've been going through several surgeries, and about 3 months ago, it culminated with the front half of my right foot being amputated.
Wow. What was it? Diabetes?
No, not diabetic. I have a neuropathy.
The hell is that? And
It's like what it is. It's like a deadening of nerves. Like externally, I have no feeling, but internally, it shoots off like with pain. So I get a sore or a cut or something, and I don't feel it.
Like kick-ass.
first of all,
Yeah.
you only have part of your foot missing. Let's be honest
Yeah.
with each other. You get a lot done
Right.
still.
Oh yeah.
Second of all, how did we get you through this?
Well, I spent a lot of time home alone because I can't work or anything, but listening to you guys, it really is like hanging out with friends, so it makes things, a little easier for me.
Why don't you become a field goal kicker like Tom Dempsey? The
Oh,
great
yeah.
Tom Dempsey.
Half a foot.
He had half a foot guy. I don't think it's legal
Really?
anymore in the NFL. Yeah, look up Tom Dempsey.
I didn't know that.
He was missing the front half of his foot, and he had the field goal record for many years.
Yeah, that
Does he still have it?
Stumpy foot, flat boot.
I know someone tied it, but did someone actually beat it?
Oh, no.
I don't know either.
Oh, look at that dumb boot with
Yes,
the
it has
laces
been
up the
tied.
side.
You know that. You don't know if it's been beaten.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was beaten. I know it was tied because he was in the news recently, but he played for the Saints, I believe.
61 yards?
And he had. I'm going to go 63, Jimmy.
Oh, wow.
I want to trump you.
You want
You're
to?
probably right.
I think it was 63.
I want to go 75.
Go 75.
I
But
could
I
throw
know
the
it's
ball
not
that
true.
far.
No, you can't, Chip.
It was the boot looked ridiculous, but
Yeah.
back then they didn't really have Nike and and the rest of
It
them.
looks like a sledgehammer.
He kind of made it at home, I believe.
Yeah, it's
Really?
flat front. That looks like a perfect thing to kick a ball
Of
with.
course,
though.
it's probably a metal front.
Shit, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing I'm worried about. They just fitted me for the shoes, so I'm worried about getting that Herman Munster shoe.
Why? You could just have a shoe and have nothing in the front, right?
So what? You were at home and you were listening to us while you recovered?
It just stuff some craft paper in like a new sneaker.
Yeah.
A mixture of you guys and Call of Duty. So
A good friend of mine had a big Herman Munster shoe like that.
Love that it's called that.
I had Herman Munster shoes too.
Did you?
Remember?
Why?
My shape ups.
Oh, your shape ups.
They were pretty giant.
Are you part of the litigation?
I could be. Huge litigation. You know?
Class action suit, right?
Class action suit. I could get a few bucks.
What's the suit for?
I guess they claimed
wear
all
it
sorts of
to
shit and what? I didn't hear you.
Horrible. What's the suit for joke?
What'd you say?
Where
We both butted heads. when you want to look nice.
That's not funny when you're making fun of legal stuff.
Oh, Chip.
I don't go for that.
Literal Chip.
They were claiming all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
It helps back problems and all that, and it doesn't help anything.
Of course not. Shoes?
Feels good when you're standing on line, though, because you could rock back and
You
forth.
just
like a
rock back and
lunatic.
forth, so it's kind of fun, but it doesn't do anything.
So your legs don't ache from standing in one position for too long.
Someone just figured, let's make the bottom of these shoes like a seesaw, and fucking.
They look
good for the back. No, it's not.
They look ridiculous, but they are comfortable. I haven't worn them in almost a year because I got too much abuse.
Well, what about the fucking Yeezys coming out today, yo?
The
Is
what?
that today? The new fucking sneaker coming out, yo.
Isn't there one that? What was the sneaker that they're already selling online for $80,000?
That's the Yeezy.
What is it?
$80,000.
Fucking, I guess, is it Kanye's sneaker?
Oh, Kanye West.
I think.
Who the fuck wants to wear
Dude,
his? He's
people-
such a baby, that guy.
People are gonna die over this sneaker.
Oh yeah, believe me.
If that was true, there was a report that one was online for $80,000. I don't think
I know.
anyone's paying.
That's like the extreme.
But that's a guy that goes, look, I'll get in the news. I'm gonna try to sell these for $80,000.
Some for 80 G's.
But I think this particular sneaker, people are gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
We got a sneaker shop in our neighborhood on 72nd Street. These guys tweet when they don't have the sneakers because they don't want the scene.
Oh, so they're like, look, please stay away. We don't have.
Yeah, I get up really early, and these guys will wait out all night just to get the latest sneaker. And this particular store doesn't get every single one, so they'll tweet like, "Please don't come. We do not have this particular sneaker."
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big deal. This sneaker culture.
How much for the Air Yeezys, motherfucker?
Can I see what it looks like? I want to see the Kanye shoe.
The Air Yeezy. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! It looks like fucking Back to the Future shit.
That looks retarded.
Yeah, with the dumb Velcro thing. Was it for old people?
Wow, I don't like that at all. But I'm not in that world.
You're looking at sneakers that are gonna get people shot.
Absolutely.
7 G's they want.
Well, it's for both pairs.
Oh,
Apparently,
for the black pair and the white pair.
there's the platinum and the black.
We go platinum.
What was the 80,000 one then? That guy's just a jerk off.
He's just an asshole.
He's just trying to bang someone out.
You know, you put your sneakers up on eBay, you bang that out. No one's counting fucking eyelets.
If you're a jerk off, I'll sell you an empty box.
Right. You get the empty box, you put it in your car, you leave, you fucking sell the sneakers to someone, you guarantee that they're real Air Yeezys.
No one's counting sneakers.
No one's counting fucking shoelaces. You bang it out.
What are they called? Inglets?
Inglets.
Is it
Those
inglets
things,
or eyelets?
Those things on the... There's the eyelets or the holes.
Right.
And then the inglets were what's on the end of the laces.
I don't know. Yeah.
Stupid.
Did you guys know that when we had...
Yes, I did.
I
I
didn't.
figured you would. I should have
Fuck,
said, Ant, did you know that when we had Chris Hemsworth in here, that he's going to be Miley Cyrus's brother-in-law?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
No, his brother is.
No, that's what I said. He's going to be her brother-in-law.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
You said it correct. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't know
Yeah, they just got engaged.
No,
Yeah.
but I didn't even know the guy was dating.
The brother's the
I
fiancé.
didn't know that.
Yeah, the guy from Hunger Games is supposedly marrying Miley Cyrus. Good luck with
Yep.
that. Good luck with that
boy.
shit. Hey, E-Train.
Yeah, brothers.
So I'm happy you're doing well. You're going to get fitted for the sneaker. I mean, the shoe. I think they do pretty good with that these days.
Well, man, I'm just really eager to get back to work and get back to a normal life. You know, it's been been a long time, so I'm really.
Where do you work? Foot Locker?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
half a Foot Locker. Yes.
Got a job at IHOP?
Professional runner.
Professional hopscotcher.
Where you working?
Yeah, where do you work? At the leg store?
No, Chip. That isn't even fucking...
I used to be a teacher, but not anymore. Right now, I'm just healing. That's my main job right now. It's that serious.
You should go into jump rope competition.
Oh.
You'd have a
Yeah?
slight advantage over everyone.
Oh.
My tootsies always got in the way.
Yeah.
It was always my toes. Hated jump rope.
toes.
No one can step on your toe. That's a good fucking...
That's true.
Right.
That's
gotta
true.
make some lemonade here, my friend.
Maybe you could drive a Tow truck.
Oh.
And also, I want to give a very special thanks to Jim, man. I love the stand-up. I love watching.
Oh, you're welcome.
Don't be a heel.
I'm glad I inspired you. I'm glad you get over that arch in your life. And what?
I see.
Thank you. I'm glad you're okay, man.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
You're a good soul.
Hey, Jim, I hate to be a chip, but any chance I could come see you perform tomorrow?
Oh, look at him.
Tomorrow, I'm not doing anything special tomorrow.
No, Foxwood, Saturday, right?
Saturday?
Yeah, Foxwoods, I mean, yes.
What's your name?
E-Train.
E-Train Martinez. I'll give you my last name off it.
No. Well, here's what. Give it to the E-Rock or something, and I will put you.
Oh, they're saying no because it's standing room only.
I'm gonna put you in the special seat.
That's Edgar Head.
Will we do a thing where your foot will be? We're gonna put the spotlight on it, and we're all gonna riff on it. Yes, I will make sure you get into the show.
Oh, that's nice.
Give your last name, and I'll have you and a friend come to the show Saturday with me, Artie, Dave, and Nick DiPaolo at Foxwoods.
Oh, man, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy. Thank you for the call, and just give your name off air, okay?
I didn't do it.
I will.
All right, buddy.
All right, E-Train. Good luck to you,
guys.
brother.
Thank you, man.
God bless. Thanks.
Supposedly there's controversy with a sprinter that has two spatula legs.
Oh, those spatulas, yeah?
I hung up on the guy.
Little springy spatula legs.
What's the controversy?
Ah, shit, I
Jesus.
fucking really hung up on the guy.
What's the
by accident.
controversy?
E-Train callback. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, E-Train callback was a mistake.
I don't know. I didn't read the whole story. I just saw a guy with spatula legs, and they said that, he's got one more race to qualify for the Olympics or something.
Why don't they just let him do? Like, are we that caught up with?
Have you seen spatula leg guys
I'm sure he
run?
can haul ass.
Holy fuck, they know what they're doing.
But a guy with fucking no legs who's running, how about you cut him a fucking break?
You get a nice bounce off the bottom of that spatula fucking foot.
Yeah, but you got stumps.
Who knows about this? Because I didn't think we were going to talk about this today. I
Would
just
you
saw a
rather
quick
lose
headline.
a leg than a hand, right? Because you can. Still...
I would go leg over fucking arm any day. I've seen these guys. It's amazing what they're doing with the legs.
How about that?
It still sucks, obviously, but
poor girl who lost her leg, her foot, and both hands to that fucking flesh-eating thing in Georgia.
Oh, that's terrible.
24 years old, man. It's fucking miserable.
There he is.
Very sad.
Oscar Pistorius.
Oscar.
Fights to become first double amputee to qualify for the Olympics. There it is.
God.
It's got them
There
spatulas.
it is. Is there a video of this guy running? You got to see how these guys run.
Do they walk in those two, or is that just for running?
No, that's for running. No, they go with the one with the fucking...
That's high performance.
Yeah.
They could just snap in other fucking legs for walking.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Snap in legs for fucking all kinds of various things that you do.
Would you at least make yourself taller?
Hey, you could, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
I would
Never
at
even
least
thought
make
of that.
myself taller.
Yeah, give me a couple inches.
I always wanted to be about 6'2".
Wish I lost my legs.
Yeah, I would name myself the Spatula Tootsie Kid.
Spatula Tootsie Kid.
Here's the guy. Here's the guy.
Wow, he hauls ass.
He's
Right?
a sprinter. What's his race? Do we know?
White.
Oh, Jesus. Damn it, Jimmy.
I'm going to go with the 400 meter. Looks like they're doing a lap.
Two punny douchebags.
I
bunting
know.
everybody.
Assholes.
Look at that.
Oh, man, that looks weird. He looks like a bug.
Watch this, though.
That's amazing.
This is completely insane.
Manner of disaster before.
How does he do this?
Champions
Waiting for the gun to go off. I've seen these guys in the park. It's ridiculous.
Everybody's probably looking at him like, all right, well, we know who last place is.
Yeah.
Pistorius in 4 for South Africa.
Watch this.
And the bird's nest roars as the final event on the track is underway. And Oscar Pistorius got out
How do you not slide? Where is he? How do you not slide to the right?
I know, right?
Oh, there is the third one in.
And the whites.
And the cheetah is coming on his spatula. Yes. Here comes the cheetah
man.
rounding the...
Look at him beating people with legs.
Yes.
The cheetah flex foot plus thesis flying.
Holy
as he comes around
shit.
the bend, and as we've seen throughout the games, he explodes around the bend. And
Holy
Oscar
shit.
Pistorius will have the home straight as he
Look at this. I know you can't. We'll put it on our Facebook page.
Crazy.
Everyone's
Opie and
embarrassed, losing to a man with 2 egg flippers on their legs.
Made the
that.
world aware. Oscar Pistorius completes.
How
his
is he
breaking
doing
record.
this?
Let's have a look at the time.
And you know what?
47.55.
I'll tell you how. It propels you forward.
Of course. You're bouncing.
Less weight.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's got to be a lot less weight. I mean,
Yeah,
your legs
yeah.
weigh a lot.
That doesn't weigh as much as your real legs. It's all carbon fiber and
But I'm saying,
shit.
do they use like some kind of counterweight to To make it fair? I mean, I can't imagine that's fair.
Well, they figure the fact that you have no legs, kind of, it all comes out in the watch. You have stumps.
It all comes out in the watch.
You know what though? You don't get the muscle fatigue. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm all for this type of shit, but I don't know. It
can't
doesn't
turn
seem
an
like
ankle.
it's fair. Believe it or not.
That's for sure. Oh man.
So what are they deciding?
Your trainer, your fucking trainer is coming up to you with Allen keys. Here you go. You got it. No, that's perfect.
Crew.
Yeah, pit crew.
I'll tell you how they make it fair is the other guys don't have to worry about a leg flying off if they want to turn.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe they unloosen a few bolts and then that makes it fair.
They really must have to fucking tighten those up on his legs.
I don't know if it's fair, to be honest with you. What are they saying? They're confused by
You
this
should
guy.
put some baby oil under the bottom, then we'll see how good he is.
Imagine a wet track and that shit comes sliding out.
Just
Yeah,
washes
sparks.
out on him. Oh, it'd be great.
Put a magnet there, he's stuck.
Yes.
What do we know about him?
He's no legs. He's fast.
I'm now curious what the controversy is. Obviously, he has no legs, but what are they trying to figure out? If it's legal or not?
I guess
maybe
so.
there's nothing in the bylaw.
Oh.
Hey, wait, hang on.
You got it, Danny?
In 2007, his dreams came to a standstill when debate over whether or not his prosthetics gave him an unfair advantage led the International Association of Athletics Federations to pass a new rule that banned any technical device that provide a user an advantage over another athlete not using such a device.
I got to agree with this. I don't think this should be allowed in the Olympics. I'm sorry. I think there should be like a special Olympics, some kind of other Olympic thing. But to have, it's supposed to be for people, just their bodies, whatever it is. If you don't have legs, I do apologize, but I don't think you should do it.
The decision, however, was later reversed by the Court of Arbitration for Sports. After much study, it was determined that Pistorius' prosthetics did not, in fact, offer him an unfair advantage, which cleared the way for him to compete in the 2008 Games.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that neither. But I don't. I
You're
don't know.
designing those fucking spatula feet.
Well,
They
you design them for
They did
an
much
advantage?
study, it says.
Much study.
How much fucking study did you do?
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I just looked and said, that looks fucking fast.
Let me go.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that looks like fucking.
Let me go to
I
Mike
say,
in
fuck
Ohio.
this guy.
It just doesn't seem like it's fair.
What do we know about this guy?
You don't think Ant did a lot of? You don't think Ant did a lot of research?
No.
I see this picture. That's all the research I need.
He's got fucking spatula feet. Fuck this guy.
That's a feet. He's fast.
Mike in Ohio. Mikey.
Yeah, I'm a college track coach, so I kind of follow this guy's story a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, he runs for South Africa. He's their best 400-meter runner.
Obviously.
So, yeah, he's a beast. And he runs at about 46 seconds, about 2 seconds slower than probably what the winner of the Olympics will do. But
So he's not even going to medal? Let him in.
no, he won't medal.
Well,
Metal his legs.
So to speak. He's got enough medal
Yeah.
already.
Meddled.
Right.
Yeah, he's still better than Afghani's best 400 runner. So, or some of those other players.
All right, but
Somalia.
so he's still 2 seconds behind the world class runners.
Exactly.
The rest of
But
the world class runners, I should say.
Yeah.
And he doesn't slip because he's got spikes put into the front of those pedals.
Oh
So
man.
there's like spikes actually in there. So he's got like spikes he throws on for actual races. He's got spikes for training, and he's got all kinds of different shit.
Stomping on people.
It's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
And he'll get some endorsements out of it.
Yeah, and
He's
they're
going to do
spring
very
loaded,
well.
But
Quite amazing.
You see him kind of wobbling around. He's not very efficient, but he gets the job done.
All right. Well, thank you for your knowledge there, Mike. It was
Yeah,
absolutely
it
terrific.
says that he beat the qualifying Olympic standard time of 45.3 seconds for the 400, but apparently he's been having trouble doing it again.
Oh, really?
Boy.
Yeah, it says at the Prefontaine Classics last weekend, or probably not.
All right,
Maybe
let
he
him-
needs a little
whatever.
Earl.
Yeah, he did not beat the qualifying standard.
Let him in then. Fuck it. Fuck it.
He's a bum. He's a bum, and he's lazy, and he left his leg somewhere. He's a bum.
You're a.
You are a bum. I only want hard workers in the Olympics, not this lazy bum. Oh, why everybody else is working out, he's highfalutin with his fancy feet. We don't need your kind around here. Thanks for nothing, bum.
Poor gentleman.
Poor gentleman, yeah, poor gentleman a drink. Glug, 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 let him think about his own legs, bum.
He could do something else. You know?
Like what? How about a little mixed martial arts? I don't think so.
Oh, that would hurt.
Oh, God.
A spiked spatula to the fucking face.
One fucking...
He didn't lose these legs in some kind of nasty accident either.
What happened? He was sick of them?
He chopped them off for an unfair advantage. That would be twisted.
They were slowing him up.
Yeah.
With coincidental 2 bear traps. Coincidental?
Yeah, he's playing hopscotch in fucking Vietnam. Somewhere more topical, stupid. Vietnam. Where else was he playing hopscotch? The War of 1812? Fucking asshole.
It's not even a place.
I know. That's the point.
Where was the War of 1812? That's hilarious.
I think.
Well, it says here that he was born with a congenital disorder that resulted in...
Oh, that's terrible. His poor penis.
Oh, boy.
His penis scrapes the ground, so we had to have longer legs put on. He has black guy-itis. The giant penis kid.
Too good. Too fucking good.
Well, anyway, he was born with missing fibulas.
Oh, wow.
Well, at least he tells the truth.
How does that happen? You're missing your fibula.
But hang on, this is what's
Fibula.
weird. So
Fibulas.
he was born
Fibulas.
with the missing fibulas, but he didn't have his double amputation until he was 11 months old. So from being like a baby to 11 months, like you just had like these like noodle legs, I guess.
What is a fibula?
Tibias.
It's
one of the
it's
two
one of your leg bones.
Yeah, I guess but you gotta wait till the kid's a little long.
Is that your shin bone or the one like behind it? There's the tibia, tibia, and the fibula.
Yeah.
The tibia and the fibula.
I'm gonna go with the back one.
I think the fibula is the back one, right? No, the tibia is the shin bone.
Oh,
So he didn't have a fibula, so that's the one behind it. Behind it. We had put a bone behind the other bone.
I don't have a brother coming out with just cartilage in his hand.
Ah, yes.
one.
You need a fibula?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
That's that backing bone, I guess.
Ah, because the tibia is the
It is the
bigger
back
one,
one, right?
You would think, they could figure that out. Maybe put some fucking metal rod in there or something.
God, he must have had a real achy calf
Oh, it just must have hurt.
without having a fibula. A fibula. A fibula.
Oh, that sucks when you're just born without shit. Whoops. Defect. Whoops. Wow. Poor
It's not
bastard.
fun. I'm missing half my thumb. It sucks.
Poor bastard.
All right. I guess Cat Williams got something on this. Sean on Long Island. Sean. Sean,
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hi.
maybe we go to break with this. If maybe you're picking the bit we go to break with right
boy.
now. Go ahead, Sean.
Doesn't really need a setup, so you can go right into break with it. Cat Williams does a bit when the guy got disqualified in 2007. He talks about the other runners making fun of him and stuff. It's pretty good.
Oh wow! So this guy's been around a while.
Yeah, the other caller said he got disqualified in 2007. Now they're reversing the rule on him.
All right. You got the Cat Williams bit there, E-Rock? What's the skit called?
No.
Tink Tink.
Oh.
What is it called? Tink Tink.
Yeah, Tink Tink.
I wouldn't.
Tink.
I so would not trust a fucking caller to say that there's a funny bit.
Well, Cat
and then
Williams is
play it.
funny.
Yeah, but you know what? I would never trust a caller because I've read shit on Twitter and said, Anthony, you got to check this out.
Yeah,
and then you
right.
click on it, and it's like, this stinks. And it's 99% of the shit that people say is hilarious.
Yeah, give me one that happened recently.
What? Oh, some guy played a bit. All right. Someone sent me a link to a video of this very effeminate boy singing this horrible auto-tune song that he wrote. And it's terrible. And I said, wow, I just put, oh, Jesus, and retweeted it. And then someone goes, you think that's good, funny? Check this out. And I clicked on it, and it's some guy doing something, and it was not even the least bit funny. And I'm like, I shouldn't have clicked on it. I knew it would suck.
Well, yeah, but we're all hoping.
People are horrible.
But we're all hoping it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's
the
why you
problem.
click.
You have to click.
And you're like, I know within 2
almost
seconds,
every
I'm like,
time
this
you
sucks.
have to click. All right, thank you, Cat Williams guy. I don't know if I think we've hit a dead end with you there, Sean.
Cat's a funny dude.
Cat's funny, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, he is.
All right. I hope so.
How long is this bit?
3.5.
Oh boy, I don't know if we can take a 3.5 minute
boy.
chance.
Want to start for a second and see how it is? I've never heard. I don't listen.
Let's see. Let's listen and still stay here, and then we'll go to
Really?
break.
All
Yeah.
right.
Let's listen.
There's a white boy that
I
ran
don't like
track
it.
for
Yeah,
a
that's
motherfucking
offensive.
living. He ran track for a motherfucking living, and he lost both his motherfucking legs. Now, I hate losers and quitters, but I feel like if you run for a motherfucking living and you lose both of your motherfucking legs, you should be allowed to sit this motherfucker out. You have done everything there was for you to do. And this motherfucker on some gangster shit decided
Can we pause for a second?
He's gonna walk again.
Is that his thing to say motherfucker? That's really annoying.
I think that's just his cadence. He was, I believe, a pimp at one point.
Oh, yeah?
He comes from a different place.
I think if I think if you pepper it a little bit, it's fine. But he already said motherfucker 10 times.
I think that's his thing, though.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I just honestly think that's how he talks.
Does he?
He a runner. He ain't got no motherfucking legs.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And I want to point that out so it's really annoying to people now.
I've never seen him.
When you point it out, the obvious, it gets even more annoying.
He's almost 10 million views on this.
Wow. So I guess we'll go to break with this. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What else are we going to do?
Cat Williams.
All right, Cat Williams, everybody.
He decide he gonna fucking race again. Now you got to be in tune with your fucking star player to pull this shit off. Cause they made him some aluminum racing legs and shit look like bent back paper clips and shit. Just don't try to act like something wrong with me. Some of you motherfuckers saw the story. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. It looked like bent back paper clips, like 2 baby boomerangs and shit. That's what he had to run on. That motherfucker had to be in tune with his star fucking player, because sometimes motherfuckers ain't gonna have your back like you think you should. And this motherfucker now gotta come in on his aluminum racing legs and race again. And he gotta try to come in and be all calm and smooth and not draw too much attention to himself. To tink, 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 tink. Motherfuckers fucking with him and shit. Yeah, you gotta go over there and sign up first before you race. Okay, motherfucker. Tink, 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 tink. Yeah, they said I gotta sign up first. It's no sign up at all. Tink, 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 tink. He all at the starting line, you know motherfuckers fucking with him, doing all sorts of unnecessary exercises with their legs and shit. Just on your mark. Tink, 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 tink. And the craziest fucking thing happened. This motherfucker not only started running, this motherfucker started winning. And you know a hater can't stand a goddamn winner. And the last place you want to be in a motherfucking foot race is behind the motherfucker with no goddamn foots. That's the last. I bet that motherfucker was mad as shit. My legs tired. Ain't your legs tired? His legs ain't tired. He just take. Just paper clips and sparks everywhere. Just take. But you gonna have to be in tune with your star fucking player, cause these haters do not play fair. These hating ass motherfuckers at the Olympic Committee let this motherfucker race and then waited till he won and then disqualified him and said, and I quote, he had an unfair advantage. Are you talking about the motherfucker running with no goddamn legs? Is that who the fuck you talking about? Poor little Tink Tink. Think about that when you think you having a bad goddamn day. Poor little Tink Tink. Ain't that a bitch? That's why you gonna have to be in tune with your star fucking player. These motherfuckers want you to be missed.
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony channel on Sirius XM.
Cause I'm a retard. Shut up, brain damage cunt. You fucking dummy. You're not smart, you're not funny, you're not clever, you're a retard. Child, laugh your tears away, laugh your tears away. Get your own fucking life. Fuck you, you nosy body. Get your own fucking life. Fuck you, you nosy body. Fuck you. Bye bye, bye bye. Fuck you. Bye bye, bye bye. Tears away, laugh your tears away, laugh your tears away, fucking retard brain. Laugh your tears away, laugh your tears away. Take your medication before you kill a child. Laugh your tears away, laugh your tears away. Get your own fucking life. Fuck you, you nosy body. Get your own fucking life. Bye bye, bye bye. Laugh your tears away, laugh your tears away. Laugh your tears away, fucking retard brain. Laugh your tears away, laugh your tears away. Take your medication before you kill a child. Laugh your tears away, laugh your tears away.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, I just
Why didn't you work it out?
Because I didn't fucking even see the goddamn thing.
You had plenty of time.
It was sitting on my fucking countertop with all my bills that I haven't fucking paid.
You're last minute, Larry.
Now I got fucking...
We're not doing a fucking thing,
my
E-Rock.
God, E-Rock.
Ant's leaving.
Grease. I got to go to this jury duty.
And E-Rock, not in tune with what's going on, decides to go with his bit. Come on, E-Rock.
E-Rock, come on.
Obviously, Ant's like...
Good morning, E-Rock.
Ant's obviously packing up, and then E-Rock's like, well, let me do my little bit. I'll play a little Grease for everybody.
Kenny put the fear of contempt of court in me.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course. Thanks, Kenny. Now we're losing Anthony.
Contempt. I don't need
You
that.
could have been casual about it, and Ant would have stayed here. He would have taken the $1,000 hit, and they would have rescheduled.
Well, the $1,000 hit goes along with contempt.
Yeah, but
And then they would take my pistol permit away.
Oh, well, that's...
I can't have that.
No, you can't have that, obviously. But you're not going to go to jail. No one goes to jail in the end.
I know, but you have a charge on you. I don't want that. My record's clean. I don't have no arrests.
Just go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Standing here, stupid.
I know, you're right. Oh, don't
Did you
choke.
just choke?
Filled on eggs.
I was gonna give you the Heimlich
He's got
maneuver.
a few minutes. You got to be there an hour and 15 minutes.
Mineola.
Quick
I gotta
drive
go
out to Long
Mineola.
Island.
Quick drive, yeah.
It's a
Rush
quick
hour.
drive.
No, it's not.
It's a quick drive.
I'm gonna go.
Are you gonna?
I gotta go home too because I can't wear a hat in the courtroom and my hair looks like fucking Medusa.
Can we see
with
your
like
hat? Your
What?
hair? Let me see your hair.
Okay.
We'll see if you're all right. Yeah, you're fine.
That's not that bad.
Ah, you're fine.
That's actually not that bad.
Jesus, you got a lot of hair now. What happened?
I don't know.
What the fuck happened?
It's like Doc Brown.
Yeah.
How the fuck you get all that hair?
What are you doing? Go. You fucking stand here doing fucking...
Why are you
Iggy from-
panicking? He's all right.
I don't want to be
We're
late
looking
and
at
lose his
his hair.
pistol license. I feel safe at his house. I feel safe at his house because he has a gun.
He'll just have a shotgun next to him instead.
Yeah, you can always have the shotgun.
All right, I apologize to you know who this hurts the most? The listeners.
No one.
No,
Because
We're
they love
all right.
Oh, okay.
Hurts
well,
no one.
Fuck
Hurts
everybody
nobody.
then.
Call the fucking.
You should apologize to the defendant.
Call in. I'll call in.
Could you call from the car? Because you're going to be in a panic and you'll be yelling and screaming. It'll be terrific radio for everybody. Laugh your tears away.
All right.
He said that jury duty notice was on the table with all of his bills.
Yeah.
I'd love to see his credit score.
Unpaid bills.
Oh, yeah. You don't think he pays his bills on time?
He's probably one of the only millionaires with a 300 credit score.
Does you really not pay him on time?
if he didn't realize he had jury duty until an hour and a half before he was supposed to be there, then yeah.
Well, he's busy. You know, he swims a lot, and he's.
He swims.
Yeah.
You think he has a bad
Busy.
credit score? We got to ask him.
If you're not paying your bills?
Yeah. Fuck.
I don't like doing automatic bill pay. I won't do it.
Oh, my God. I love it.
I won't do it.
I'm trying to get everything on automatic.
I don't like them
So
having
much
that kind of
easier.
control over my fucking bank money.
Who gives a fuck? Signing
I don't trust them.
checks and fucking licking envelopes. Fuck all that. You don't have to do it anymore.
I do it through
I've had the same checks for probably 4 or 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I go through a lot of checks.
The only check I write is my rent check.
Really? So you got
No.
everything
Yeah.
automatic?
Well,
Yes.
either automatic or I know to pay it online.
But what if you have a discrepancy or something? I don't like anything. I'll do my car payment automatically and my mortgage payment.
So when you say automatically, do you mean you don't do anything online or you don't do anything scheduled?
Oh, I do it all electronic.
Okay.
They send me a bill, a hard bill, which I save
And
for
you pay it
taxes.
online.
And I pay it online.
Sure.
I don't let them just.
But you
take
don't
it.
just let them take your money. Okay.
No.
Oh, God.
I do it. I do it through
I don't do
online
that
banking.
Oh, fuck that.
You don't do
Take
any
away.
automatic payments, Travis?
No.
Really?
No.
Like my phone bill, like I just have him fucking zap it.
Yeah.
No, because there are some
Phone bill
times
too,
where
I
there's
do.
no money to pay.
But you know,
Yeah, now phone bill I'll do and my car payment. A couple of things that I know are going to be very close. Credit cards, never. Because if you get
Never.
fucked and someone gets your number and
no,
does
no, no.
$8,000
No,
worth
I'm
of
not
charges,
about to auto pay a credit card.
No.
But some,
Never,
like,
huh?
just like regular bills, like, you know, like my cable,
Yeah,
bill, my phone bill,
cable.
you know, shit that's roughly
maintenance
the same
charges,
every month.
my stupid garage thing.
Cable's
Oh, the
automatic.
garage.
Cable's automatic because they forced me to do automatic because they give me a discount if you do
that
it automatic.
Verizon, like,
yeah.
What
for
kind of
Time Warner.
discount?
Yeah.
What, like fucking
$1?
Oh, you know what? You know what it was?
$1 a month.
They waived the
Assholes.
installation fee if you sign up.
Oh,
for,
that's so nice of them.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck
They're
those
just great people at Time Warner.
They don't want you being
those
late.
guys.
Yeah,
Cable
they're awesome.
companies suck.
They're terrible.
They're the worst.
They're not good.
Yeah.
FiOS offers
And it
nothing
just
like
keeps
that.
going up. I saw that it was going up another $20
Nothing like what?
the other month.
Like that, do they?
What?
Like automatic pay for free installation?
Wow.
No, I
They
combine on my phone bill.
Yeah, that's what you could do. If you have like multiple Verizon services, you can combine them onto one bill. You save some money.
That's what I do. They gave me back a lot of money. I overpaid by like $600.
Wow,
But Verizon gave you money?
Yeah.
Time Warner keeps taking money.
Your Time Warner
They're the
stinks.
worst.
Well, why
I
are
wish I
they
could-
raising their rates?
I don't know.
Now
I noticed that like my bill is usually like $130 and it was $150 last month, and I called them up. I said, "Did rates go up?" They said, "Yeah." I said, were you going to tell anybody?
People are watching less TV, so why would you raise your
You
rates?
want to talk about less TV? My TV is it's on its last legs. Like I'm probably going to need a new TV by the end of the month.
Right.
And I'm TV
You're
shopping.
debating, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, should I spend the money on a TV or should I just get some old piece of shit? Because what do I do? It's just on.
Right.
It's just on. When was the last time I sat down, watched a fucking show, and retained the information from
Yeah.
it? I can't tell you. I have no idea.
And the movie channels suck. They just suck.
yeah.
I don't watch any movies.
Those are the biggest waste of money.
It really is.
Because when you
But
sit
you
down,
kind of
you
have to
think
have
about
it because then they take other shit away if you try to drop your movie.
When you think about how much you're spending for like Showtime and HBO and Cinemax, and how
There's
much you're
nothing
and
on
how much
it.
you're actually watching it.
Bro, I dumped those
Yeah.
years ago.
maybe
Years.
an hour a month, maybe.
I hardly ever watch
maybe
it.
2 hours a month. I don't know.
But it's a write-off,
Barely.
I think, for us because we talk about it at work. I mean, it's
Well,
needed for work.
That might be true, but at the same time, it's not like it's free. You're still spending that money, so
yeah.
you know, I gotta care less about a
I
write-off.
order
It's
'em-
still very expensive to have movie channel packages.
I'll order Showtime when Dexter comes on, and then I'll cancel it when Dexter's gone.
That's smart.
Do you
yeah,
really?
yeah, absolutely. What am I going to pay $15 a month for if I'm not watching the channel?
You're in that
You know?
bracket, huh? Where you're still
Absolutely.
juggling everything.
Yeah, I'm juggling right now.
I was there for many years. You see all your bills and you juggle them around.
Absolutely.
Oh well, I can pay this and
Save
I'll wait on
$20
this.
here. And,
Right, yeah.
all right, I'll pay this a little
Wow.
late, but that's all right.
I know that game all too well.
I don't need Super Troopers to come on at 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. I don't give a fuck because I could just put it on whenever. So unless it's like the only thing that it sucks that I can't watch is like shit like Dexter, like Game of Thrones. Like I'm lost. But
all that
I
shit
don't-
eventually
I'm
comes out on Netflix anyway.
And if I really want to watch it, I can watch it.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
paying fucking $20 for HBO.
HBO doesn't come on Netflix. Or they don't come on iTunes or one of those they will not
You
deal
can
with.
still watch it if
Yeah,
you
you
want
can
to
still
watch
watch
it.
it
If
if
you're
you want.
How? Have a friend, I guess. I don't know. How?
How the fuck you do that? How the fuck you watch it without the fucking package?
Let's go to Chris on Long Island, who's saying he could have got Anthony out of jury duty.
Oh, I don't know. Who's Chris?
Chris is a regular. He calls
Yeah.
from time to time. Chris, how are you going to get Anthony out of jury duty day up?
I can get him pulled from the room. He just has to show up.
Are you going to be in the room yourself?
No, my mommy is.
Your mommy could get Anthony pulled?
Yeah, my mommy's one of the head clerks over there.
Yeah, but you know
She can do it. She walks in the room and picks you out.
what? if Ant's leaving the show, I'm not giving. We're not giving him a day off.
You're gonna make him do the whole.
Yeah. So fuck.
He's not gonna come back. And
Yeah,
finish.
exactly. So you know what? This is what I say. Goodbye.
Now he's just gonna walk in there and say, "I'm looking for Chris's mom."
Yeah, Chris's mom could have got Anthony out of jury duty if he shows up, but we know Ant's not coming back here, so fuck him.
That's true. All you'd be doing is giving him a day off.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's on his own now. You guys, you're not watching the NBA, but did you see Mayor Menino? You gotta pop the video up for Jimmy Norton. I'm scared of my sports curse, so I don't even want to say anything about tonight's game. That's it.
What's the score of the series?
Believe it or not, a lot of people are I think a lot of people are surprised. The Celtics are leading 3-2 over the Miami Heat. And the Celtics are an older team, but they certainly know how to fucking win games, and this team's been around a while. But Rondo for the Celtics is just lighting it up and fucking carrying this team. And it leads to this video from our favorite mayor in the country, Mayor Stupid Menino, who, they asked him about the Celtics because it's a big deal up there, obviously. And this is what he had to say. He's very knowledgeable about the sport. Very knowledgeable.
Speaking of history, tell me your thoughts about the Celtics and where they stand in history right now.
Well, I stayed up too late last night. I think it's great. I mean, we're going to go to the next game Friday or Thursday night, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it just shows you, just because you got a few gray hairs doesn't mean you're over the hill. You still got a lot of energy.
What is it about these Boston teams? They're always trying to, drive us around the bend, make us hang over the cliff.
Well, that's the way we are. I mean, we have what the Celtics have is really they have a lot of experience. They have great talent on that team, and a mixture of their good bench they have with the top four they have, and start with them, and we go from there. And don't forget, we're not playing with Bradley either. I mean, he was a great asset to that team, and there's a lot of heart in this team. Let me just tell you, KJ is a great head, but Hondo's really the inspiration. I mean, Hondo drives that team.
Well, there's no one named KJ on the team. I think he might be talking about Kevin Garnett, and it's not Hondo, it's Rondo. He's just the worst.
And it's also just the easiest answer to give. The team has a lot of experience and heart. They have a good bench.
He didn't say heart. He said hot.
Hot.
The team has
you
a
could
lot
ask
of
Jim
hot.
that, and Jim would have said the exact same thing without knowing anything about
Yeah,
the
but you're the mayor of...
Exactly.
He's a dumb motherfucker.
I don't know. What is it? He's obviously not dumb if they continue to elect him to be the mayor of the city. So
Well,
what's that about?
he's
the
like-
guy cannot communicate.
Yeah, he's a bad talker. He just panics his fucking brain. He's probably dyslexic.
Maybe he's just a savant, and he's just really good at being a mayor.
I don't.
I'm guessing he's dyslexic.
You think that's what it is?
I'm guessing, yeah. Because he's
we used
always...
to talk about how his tongue used to be, it has to be way too big for his mouth or something.
That's part of it. He does he's a fat-tongued zilch, but he also does trip on thoughts that are beyond a big tongue, and I really think that might be it. But you're right, he might be a savant and just a good mayor. Like, he might be...
But it's basic shit. If you're talking about the Celtics, you say Kevin Garnett and you say Rondo. You don't say-
Maybe he's just
you don't
great
say
at balancing a budget.
He says KJ and Hondo.
KJ, he probably wouldn't say KG. KJ, he just, he's like Roland when he talks. He does, lovely.
Yeah, but Roland's not a mayor.
That's true.
Like
He's not even a booker. But what happens is, what happens is
when
you
you're
try to
but my point is that when you're campaigning and this zilch is trying to communicate what he wants to do for the city, how as a voter are you going, oh, all right, we got to vote for this guy?
I guess there's an affection they have for him, the way we had for Koch at one point, but not to that extreme. There's an affection for him that Boston must have, and he also probably gets a lot done. Like I can't say he's not an effective mayor.
I don't know.
I don't know if he is or not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the fact that he got you guys fired. I mean, I do, because, I would thank God for him fucking Menino. I should love Menino.
Oh, we were leaving Boston no matter what.
You know how shitty my career would be if Menino fucking thought it was funny what you guys did and laughed it off?
Look,
I wouldn't be on.
Good job, never leave.
We had major opportunities, and I knew we had to blow up that shit to move on to major opportunities. We're now officially admitting it, that we became really bad boys to get the hell out of there. Well, even though I liked Boston. I
Yeah,
liked
you
my
could have just
time
left
up there. No, we couldn't. We just signed a contract. Oops. Yeah, all right. But at this point, the whole town is pointing and laughing at him.
Yeah, I think they've been doing that for a while.
But
he
now
must get
everyone's
stuff
just
done.
all in. They're like, fuck, this guy's just a babbling idiot.
How many years has he been there? 15 years? Or 20 years? Oh,
93.
93? All right, 20 years.
We went up there in 95. Wow. He's been the mayor for almost 20 years. That's impossible,
That's
right?
a long time.
Let me say hi to John in North Carolina. John.
Hey, did that dude say we have a bunch of gray hairs and we're not over the hill?
No, he was trying to say just because you have a few gray hairs doesn't mean you're over the hill.
Right.
Talking about the Celtics being old.
The Celtics are an old team, man. They are absolutely an old team.
He just said it like a fat-headed monster, but that's what he meant.
All right, so that's that clip's going around today.
Yeah, a few gray hairs and me over the hill. KG, he just panics. And his thoughts, what happens was he's not good at having linear thoughts come out.
Right.
Like there's something that happens when he has like 5 thoughts. There's like a waiting room in your head where 5 thoughts will collect and they'll go, all right, go, go. And they'll send each other out. But with him, it's like there's a fucking fire and all the thoughts are like, hey, it's my turn, go. And they trip on his tongue.
They're piling up at the doorway.
Yeah, gray hair, KG.
He's just a panicking idiot.
That's his fucking big fat tongue. There's nothing but thoughts running over it and out of his mouth quickly.
Just tripping over the tongue.
Tripping over each other out of order. Just
Right.
running rapidly out of his
That's
face.
great. Eric in Boston. What's up, Eric?
Hey, what about the Winter Classic? Can you say something about it being a good ball game or something like that up there in Boston?
Well, this does lead to our segment, which we've done a million times, but it's really worth playing a couple of other clips, I think. You like the Winter Classic one?
What's that?
You like the Winter Classic?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think E-Rock's running around trying to find our disc, so maybe we'll
Well,
play a
E-Rock should
couple
get back
more.
to work.
Yeah, he should.
Stop fucking around.
Actually, E-Rock's not running anymore.
E-Rock's a
Who
bum.
are we kidding?
Hi, E-Rock. Welcome.
Oh, hi. We weren't talking about you. All good.
Here he
the
comes.
I just want to play the Winter Classic because that was just reference.
It's cool. It's our gang hat.
Pretty cool wrestling shirt.
What
Oh.
track?
It's awful. Looks like a Maori Indian fucking tattoo. That shirt stinks.
You don't like his wrestling shirt?
No.
Why? He loves wrestling shirts.
I know, but hold on, E-Rock, please. I got it.
My
Wow.
Mike Tyson WWE.
I got it. It's Tyson, but
That's
it's
the
fucking
Mike Tyson
horrid.
eye tattoo on a shirt, right?
Look at me, sweet potato.
Not only that, but he has this WrestleMania like hoodie thing that he was wearing, or like a jacket the other day.
Yeah,
Was that is it a hoodie?
Yeah.
So he's wearing, and he's got this hat too. It's a virus hat. Spread the virus. That's probably it's got to be 6 years old at this
Yeah.
point. So
That's nostalgia.
So the other day he's wearing a Doctor Who T-shirt with his WrestleMania hoodie and his spread the virus hat, and I just wanted to fucking shove his face through a trailer door.
He's a pop culture mess.
What does the back of the shirt say?
His Hall of Fame.
Is that a special shirt or something?
That is
Yeah.
a special shirt.
They had it just for his Hall of Fame induction.
What is your Twitter name?
E-Rock Radio.
Oh. I'm going to Twitter this.
What were you going to say?
God damn, E-Rock.
So yeah, Jimmy
Nothing
just
witty or funny, just
took a
mean.
picture of E-Rock's wonderful shirt. Here's Menino talking about the Winter Classic up there in Boston.
It's now my honor to pass this podium over to Mayor Menino. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
First of all,
First
can you
of all,
pause?
thank-
That right away, big fucking lunkhead. He can't help it. His head just goes right in. It's like he has no distance and depth perception.
No,
you know, fly here, fucking falls
Right
into the
into
mic.
the
What a moron!
It might be his heavy tongue just pushing him forward constantly.
Yeah, but listen to the volume difference.
I know.
Like the one guy's like, I'd like to thank the
I know.
mayor, and
He
here he
knows-
is. Fly here! He just fucking blunders up to the fucking.
He's got good mic technique.
He's terrible.
And then Mayor Menino.
Thank you very much. Let me first of all thank Commissioner Bettman for the NHL for having this very special event in America's most beloved ballpark.
He said NFL ballpark. Well, it isn't a ballpark officially, but yeah, all right.
Beloved.
Beloved.
It's not America's most beloved ballpark.
It might be.
Who gives a shit about
It might
Fenway?
be
Yankee
America's
Stadium.
most beloved.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Well, yeah, but it did when this was said.
No.
It did.
No.
I'm really thrilled to host the 2010 Winter Classic on New Year's Day. This is bringing new meaning to New Year's Day in the city of Boston. And before and after the event, there's The NHL with the Bruins and the Red Sox have many events for the people in Boston. The Bruins plus Fenway Park really equals a once-in-a-lifetime experience for our city. Boston is a perfect fit for the World Classic.
He's an idiot. Boston. How do you fuck up?
You can't fuck up
the two-syllable name of the city you've been running for 18 years.
You can't fuck that up. And we have a few instances where he says Boston.
How does Boston?
Here's another one. You can't fuck that up. You can fuck up other things.
Well, usually when you mess up a word, it's because you're going to say two words, but it just comes out as one. But there's no other word for Boston.
Here, he does it again.
That's why we invite all of you here tonight, so that here in this theater, we could talk about our commitment to the spirit of Boston, to the spirit of community. So we could talk about taking on the toughest challenges of urban life and how we will solve them together.
He says nothing. He says nothing of substance.
You know, we've done this bit so many times, but I'll defend it every time. I could do this another. I could just sit here for an hour and play these again,
and we will.
And we can just play them again. Todd wants to defend the mayor. Really
but he says nothing of substance.
No, of course not. Todd, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning from D.C. Listen,
Todd.
I think I know why that bumbling idiot said KJ and Hondo.
Well, Hondo was. I want to interrupt just because I want to show a little knowledge. Hondo was Havlicek's nickname.
Exactly. 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know that.
KJ is Kevin Johnson.
Of course.
From 20 years ago.
Right. Yeah, but he was definitely talking about current players.
You think? Or was he 20 years in the past?
Oh, maybe.
No, he was talking about how Hondo is just taking over that team.
Yeah, I was under the impression he was talking about the current.
Yeah,
the current
of course,
team.
of course.
Right. So my point is, he's probably 20 years, living 20 years ago.
So he's just an idiot in a different way.
Well, no, this is it. He's an idiot, but he's also making believe he actually knows what's going on with the Boston Celtics because he's the mayor of Boston. He probably doesn't know shit about basketball, doesn't give a fuck about it. But if you're the mayor, you got to make believe you're all in. Because he starts out like, "Oh, I'm tired because I stayed up late for the game." I bet you he didn't stay up late for the game, and he couldn't name 5 players on the team. Because in the end, he doesn't care about basketball.
He couldn't name 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Can someone... I'm sorry. Thank you, buddy. Any speech people out there, why would he say Boston? How, what is happening in his fucking big, dopey gargoyle head?
Let's get Big A on the phone. Figure this out.
How big A? Well,
Boston.
Well, I'm just going to play some of this.
Let's get Voss. Maybe Voss can answer it.
Listen to this one. His friend has alcoholism or something.
I was on Berkeley Street one day. Who was on the street begging? The guy I played cards with. Because he turned into alcoholism.
What did he say?
I don't know. I guess an old friend of his is... oh, he does it again here. We're just going with Boston. Listen to this.
I'm really thrilled to host the 2010 Winter Classic on New Year's Day.
Yeah, we did that one. It's on here.
Winter Classic.
All right.
I want to know why... There has to be a speech pathologist who listens to us, or a speech therapist. I want to know what's happening with him, because he couldn't be as dumb as he sounds. He couldn't. But that's like Bloomberg constantly going here in New York, York, or
worse than that,
or New Yaz. Oh wait, York.
I'm stunned by this. I don't know how you get away with it for almost 20 years. I don't understand it. Here's Menino announcing NBA Commissioner David Stern for the people out there. We all know it's David Stern if you know anything about sports. Well, this is what Mayor Menino said.
Thank you, Donald Stearns. Thank you, NBA.
Donald Stearns. Donald Stearns.
He's your guest of honor. He's obviously up there in Boston.
Donald Stearns.
And he says, thank you, Donald.
He added an S and got the... Can we hear that again? What a dope.
Yeah, he adds an S to Stearns. Stern, and yeah.
Thank you, Donald Stearns. Thank you, NBA. And thanks to Shamrock Foundation, all they do for the children of Boston. Thank you very much.
Donald Stearns. What a fucking embarrassment.
Stearns.
He's an embarrassment.
What happened?
Spider-Man's outside.
Where?
Yeah, I know. I saw them setting up. Is it the actual Spider-Man or someone
course
just
it
in the
is.
costume?
No, there's only one Spider-Man.
He's just in the
How'd they get him to do that?
No, why couldn't we get Spider-Man?
Ooh, I'll be seeing him when I'm out in California.
Of course.
You were in a movie with him.
No, but I mean the new one. The reboot. To boot again.
Steve in Kalamazoo. Steve? What's up, Steve?
It's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, the dumbass said that the 4 starters for Boston, so obviously he knows nothing about basketball.
He said 4 starters? We missed that?
Yeah,
Listen to it. Play it back.
Oh, could you go back to that clip, Danny? He says the 4 starters.
I had it?
Well, the video. Or you want me to? You want me to?
No, no, no,
I can
I
play
didn't
from
realize
here,
that.
but it'll be the whole clip.
Yeah, where's the video?
He
We
says-
need the video.
He says the 4 starters.
Here I go.
What the Celtics have is really, they have a lot of experience. They have great talent on that team, and a mixture of their good bench they have with the the top 4 they have, and start with them, and we go from there. And don't forget, we're not playing with Bradley either. I mean, that's he was a great asset to that team, and there's a lot of heart in this team. Let me just tell you, KJ is a great heart, but Hondo's really the inspiration. I mean, Hondo drives that team.
Hondo's the inspiration. Hondo drives
Everyone
that
know
team.
it's Rondo. He's lighting it up, man. Rondo.
He's stupid. He's just a stupid guy. I'm sorry. He's a dumb guy. Enough with the verbal fucking...
Well, everyone's saying he's a drunk Peter Griffin, but
He's not a drunk, is he?
A drunk Peter Griffin is Peter Griffin.
Yeah, that's what this guy's saying. But I think, Family Guy kind of had Menino in mind when they.
But what is it? I just don't get what. How can you make that many? How can you say Boston? I don't know how you do that accidentally, but a lot. How do you say when you're the mayor of Boston, Boston?
Well, you probably mispronounce your own name a lot, right?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jer. Oh wait.
You want to do more of these? I know we've done it a million times.
Yeah,
but
we'll do one.
I'm waiting for Anthony. Anthony said he would call from the car, but
Yeah, we can cover some other stuff.
yeah, we will certainly will cover other stuff. And we got Kevin Pollak coming in today, and we got Jamie Hector.
Yes, who's promoting the Wire paintball thing this Saturday morning. I'm heartbroken.
That is the official title of it.
The Wire paintball thing. Yes, but play paintball with the Wire guys. I'm fucking heartbroken. I can't do it.
That would be good on a T-shirt. I was thinking of something else. Sorry, I was thinking of The Wire, the musical. Did you guys see that yet?
I did.
I saw the link to that video. Yeah.
I watched it.
You liked it?
Wasn't a good musical. No, but it made me realize
Getting a lot of attention though. That.
about myself.
What?
I don't know how to enjoy things. I covered that in therapy yesterday, and I'm just really having doubt.
Why don't you enjoy things?
I live yesterday or tomorrow. I do not live
In the moment?
Here's my first thought when I heard The Wire. I don't even like to watch things like that. Like, I've never seen the Osbournes TV show, the whole series. I've seen moments of it.
Why?
Because I'm weird.
No, but why? There's a reason why.
I don't know.
You didn't want to see Ozzy like that?
No. I love Ozzy. No. Like, when I first heard it becomes overwhelming to think about. Like, the first thing I thought was The Wire, and I was watching it, it said the Players Theater. That's right next to the Comedy Cellar. My first thought, like I couldn't enjoy it, was why wasn't I there? Why didn't I get to go and say hi? Like immediately, an idiotic thought.
Yeah.
And I caught myself. I'm like, you fucking idiot. And I watched it. It was very funny. It was very enjoyable. It was Michael K. Williams, as Omar, of course, was singing. Very funny. Snoop had a short appearance, but it was a guy playing McNulty, which was also really funny. D'Angelo from seasons 1 and 2.
D'Angelo was the one that was hung, right?
No, he was. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yes, he was choked in jail.
He was choked. Spoiler! It's been 10 years.
Yeah,
I still haven't
Come
seen
on.
Well, you won't remember.
That was an amazing. Everyone was like, "How you can't kill him
I
off."
watched the first episode, and I thought that it went very slowly, and I just never got back into it.
Oh yeah, that was an introduction pilot.
No, I know. But
no,
that's
you
tough.
gotta give it a chance, man. You really.
There's
gotta give it a
nobody
shot.
that's ever told me, don't watch that.
So is this worth playing? The Wire, the musical?
Oh no, it's too long. It's 3.5 minutes, and plus it wouldn't make sense. Some of it's funny, but you have to watch it.
Who's got it? Funny or Die?
Yeah.
It's a Funny or Die clip.
Yeah. And by the way, I was in therapy yesterday talking about how I don't enjoy anything in the moment. It's all fucking. I gotta be present. That's why my acting suffers. Like when I'm present, I'm really good. When I'm not, I'm not. It's hard to be fucking present.
You gotta kind of enjoy the journey, man.
Yeah.
You're always looking out where this all leads to.
Yeah.
Instead of enjoying, the ride.
Yeah.
Because in the end, the destination is like whatever. You realize that.
But you don't realize it was so cool until it's over.
Yeah,
That's exactly it. You look back on it, and like a lot of times I used to go out with girls and I wouldn't fuck them. I would just build up enough stuff to jerk off to later. Like I was crazy.
Wow.
Like that's what I would do. Build up enough shit to fucking jerk off to later.
So are you enjoying yourself right now?
Yeah, in the moment,
What are you thinking about right now?
I'm 10 o'clock. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually looking forward to Jamie coming in. I'm happy he's coming.
But for what reason?
Because I really do like the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I love I love the fact that one of my favorite TV characters is actually a nice guy, and I like the fact that he's a fun guy to talk to, and that I can do something to help his charity. It's weird. It's like, you don't always get a chance, like people out there don't always get a chance, a guy you love or admire professionally, to do something to help that person. It's like they entertain me, and it's like, hey, I can do something to help his fucking cause. I'm glad I can do that.
Well, there you go.
But I don't live in the present. Bugs me.
You want to find out what's wrong with the mayor?
I would like to, yeah. Since I'm opening up, we might as well go back to Menino. But yeah, I would like to find out what the fucking thing is.
Thanks for sharing, Jim.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Let's go to Steamer in D.C. Steamer.
Hey, good morning, guys. How's
Hi.
it going?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, well, the mayor is suffering from a rare disease called Vossitis.
I couldn't hear you, dude.
The mayor suffers.
I heard you! You fucking. Wow, it's rare somebody walks in like that fucking Dudley Do-Right chin out. That was very satisfying.
Does it serve the kids better?
Just some more clips.
And that's so important to me as a city, as mayor, but also to the city of Boston.
He's just awful.
He really is.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce our senior senator.
Induce.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Induce. He's inducing the senior senator.
You going to make any bets with the mayor at Oakland? Oh yeah, I mean, he'll probably give us a spaceship for Jerry Brown. You know Jerry Brown. Yeah. A spaceship versus some good seafood. All right.
He's a horrible, on his toes communicator. He's a terrible thinker. I mean, a terrible improver. I wonder if he, is he good at is he good at Denton? Is he just a prodigy who's a good mayor?
He must be.
Is he? What did you say?
Yeah, there's no way that somebody would stay in office for 20 years if they weren't good.
Maybe the city's corrupt.
That could also be it.
Look, I fuck up some words on this show, but
Yes.
this is like beyond what I fucking do. Holy fuck.
You're not the mayor either.
Exactly.
Like, you're not an elected official who's making budget decisions.
Exactly.
You're just a guy with a nice little belly. Let's say hi to it was showing.
Anthony.
Hey, how does this sound? I'm on my hands-free Escalade phone.
Oh, it sounds good.
It actually sounds very good.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
You missed the latest Mayor Menino clip that's going around today.
I've been listening to the program on my drive-in traffic.
Are you a faithful listener of the show?
I'm a faithful listener. I pretty much listen every day.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been listening for?
It was since you guys started, really. Yeah, great. I love the show.
How's traffic?
Well, I just hit dead stop there. I'm dead stop, not moving on the Long Island Expressway because it's eastbound, and it's not even rush hour, but.
Well, that makes total sense, right?
I hate this. Gag. I gotta, by the way, I am definitely going to try to talk to Chris's mom when I get to the club.
Fuck!
Fuck! I heard that shit.
Fuck! Well, I figured if you weren't coming back, why should we help you?
I know, exactly.
You wouldn't help me.
But you said it on the radio.
I know. Are you just going to show up and go, hey, anyone know who Chris's mom is? Yeah.
What you ought to do is just point to every woman's crotch and go, hey, did a guy named Chris fall out of that?
Damn it. I'm sure I could get you the info if you really need it. If you really want to find Chris's mom.
It's fine.
I believe she's the one with the big tits.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's that great Escalade hands-free thing.
But it was going nice. We had a little thing going there. All right, maybe Ant will call back. Why don't we take a break? He's known as Mumbling Mayor Menino. We know.
Yeah,
that.
we know that. But why does his fucking brain
we
do
know
that?
Let's see. He's trying not to stutter. Is that what that's about?
Boss.
Skyler in Wyoming. What's up, buddy?
Hey, morning, boys.
Hey,
when I was in elementary school, I had the same problem he did. My thoughts worked too fast for my mouth, so I would slow down and think about it. But when it came out much together. But I wasn't stuttering, so I thought I was winning instead of looking like a complete asshole like he is. So he's trying really hard not to sound like a complete idiot, but it comes out even worse than if he was just
so will he stutter if he doesn't do that?
Yes, if he just starts talking like a normal human being, he will stutter. And once in a while, when I get excited or nervous, I do it. Like right now, I'm trying really hard not to stutter talking to you guys. But
talk quicker.
Yeah,
I can't talk any fucking quicker. It's hard.
Wow, is that you really stuttering, or you just did that for us?
No, I'm extremely nervous talking to little Jimmy Norton, so I'm trying really.
Well, come on, talk quicker. Come on, man, you're losing me. Talk quicker.
I can't stop it. Sorry.
Are you playing?
No, I've had this problem since I was 6 years old. I was in
Gary.
classes.
How great is that? You can make someone stutter on command.
Fucking love that.
This rules.
What?
All right, talk normally again, or whatever you do to not stutter.
Okay. Hi, my name is Skyler. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you. How long have you been a fan of mine? Quickly.
16 years.
Okay, good. You got it out quick. Hey, by the way, the stutter, they're saying that the fucking guy from America's Got Talent lied about his fucking singing. He said he used to stutter. He got an injury in Iraq. Did you hear that? The guy, the big...
also some domestic violence charge or something.
But they're saying he lied about his injury, and that's not why he... is a good singer. He never got hurt in Iraq because he was saying that he got hurt and it caused a stutter.
Right.
And then from that he learned he could sing because it's the only way he can't stutter is to sing. I've never heard of an injury causing a stutter.
I've never heard of that either, and I can't sing to save my life, so I don't know if that... I've tried to sing, but it doesn't help to stutter at all. If I start singing and get excited, I just sound like a much-mouthed idiot.
Well, Mel Tillis could sing and not stutter.
Yeah.
I can't sing at all, and I can't sing without stuttering. So,
Could you try to sing something? What would you sing if you could?
Bullet in my mouth. I can't do it.
We're making fun of her stutter.
Yeah, thanks for calling, but I appreciate it.
Thank you, Skyler.
Very nice.
You turned it all around for yourself there.
I was cold rolling, so I turned the heat off.
All right, Skyler.
You okay temperature-wise?
Yeah, now it feels better, right?
Yeah, I was freezing before.
Yeah.
I don't want that. Fucking dumb DVD.
Well, it's one of the great traditions of Boston, St. Patrick's Day breakfast, and Jackie Haas did a great job for the first time ever. Everybody said he couldn't do it. Well, he's rose into the occasion again, and he's just done a great job. And the governor and Jen O'Brien, they've all been good morning, great jokes, and great time.
Wow, that's a stutter that's trying to come out.
Almost sounded like he's got a technique of stopping his stutter.
And he sounded extra tired there, so maybe it's even tougher when he's tired.
Like when he feels it, he stops. There's something he might do.
The Boston Public Health Commission has also created an emergency preparedness guide called Live, Learn, Prepare.
It's
Live, you fuck. That's the stutter doesn't explain. Live. What a no context idiot.
How do you look at that and go? Live.
Or not correct yourself.
Oh my God! Yeah, as soon as you say it, you realize it's the wrong word.
Really cared about what he said. He wasn't just saying the words like a lot of elected officials or former elected officials would do. He was a man of great stature in our city.
Great statue. Wow. All right, one more.
We shouldn't be talking about the settlement. I mean, settlement is monetary. But I think it's more important to think about the family.
I have no idea.
Something more important to think about the family.
No idea. All right. We'll take a break.
Well, hold on. Roland has gifts for us. What do you have?
Oh, what do you got today, Roland? I threw the stuff you gave me yesterday away.
The Anthony Bourdain thing, you can give mine to somebody
Layover
else.
was pretty good.
I like the show.
We should have had these signed the other day, though.
Yeah, they came in late.
Yeah, I didn't mind Layover.
What is it?
It's him, in
travel.
cities.
What you do in 48
Things
hours.
you could do if you have a layover. But most people don't have a layover for 48 hours like he did.
A 48-hour layover? Why not just call it a 2-day trip? The fuck is that?
Yeah, this should be called a 2-day.
No one has a 48-hour layover.
Well, some are 40 hours, some is 10, some is...
No, I had
okay.
I had a problem with the concept of the show. He obviously did cool shit in Singapore, New York, Rome, Miami, Hong Kong, Montreal, Amsterdam, San Francisco, L.A., and London. But I watched this show and I was like, it's not a layover, and it's not a layover situation.
That's a cool idea if you have a fucking producer doing advanced work for you. But
Right.
if you just land somewhere in Singapore, you got 4 hours. You're gonna leave the airport, come back and go through international customs again.
No.
I went and had Singapore Thai food. Well, I could have just eaten it in the airport better.
Yeah, Singapore, I think he did have a 48-hour layover.
Yeah.
But you're not going to have a layover in New York where you could actually see anything.
No.
Ever.
No. By the time, hey, I just got into the city, go up to the Empire State Building, had a little meal, took a picture, went back on the plane. Did you really? What, you have a week? Fucking traffic on the LA. What time did your flight land? Fucking 2 in the morning, and then you had to get back on by 5 in the morning when there was no traffic?
It's impossible.
It's an impossibility.
All the city airports, it's easily an hour.
Ease into the city?
To get
Easily.
to Manhattan.
Unless you helicopter.
And then you got an hour back out.
Here's what he should say.
And you got to guarantee there's no tunnel traffic. It's impossible.
I had a 2-hour layover, so I left JFK, rode around Queens for 5 minutes, and then went back to customs. There you go. There's your fucking layover story.
There's your stupid show. But we like Anthony Bourdain, and this show was good. It was on the Travel Channel. I did watch.
I wanted to argue with him about that soda thing.
We did.
I
We pushed back a little bit.
Really wanted to argue.
You just don't want the government telling you what to fucking do.
Yeah, but I do kind of like him. I mean,
obviously there's an issue, but it just seems like there's another way to figure out a solution than telling people they can't drink a lot of soda.
yeah, but I like the fact that he called himself out. He goes, "Here's where I'm about to be a big hypocrite."
Yeah.
And he called himself being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
All right, I kind of enjoy that.
What else you got, Roland? That's it?
That's it, and then Breaking Bad box sets later on today.
How many seasons is that? That's a show I never got into, and I liked those guys when they came in. And obviously Bill Burr's in it, so I would love to watch it for Bill.
You should watch it because it starts again in July.
Really?
And hopefully they'll come back.
Huh?
They're coming back.
You have you have just enough time to go through everything. If you
It really is that good?
You should watch
Yeah,
it.
I liked it a lot.
It's great.
Because I started Mad Men. I've only watched 3. They were decent.
Yeah, same thing. I watched the first 3 Mad Men, and it's okay.
You didn't understand the hype? A lot of people are talking about Mad Men.
I've read that some people absolutely love it, and some people just don't get it, and I might be one of those people that just don't get it.
A show, it's weird what like The Wire didn't grab you the first time. You got to give it
But
a
I will
few.
give it. I will give it
Because there's too many reports of amazingness about it.
Exactly.
But like Game of Thrones just got me when I saw the fucking pilot. Like Boardwalk Empire didn't get me right away. I had to watch a couple of those, and fucking and
See,
I
that's
love
what-
Michael K. Williams so much. I made myself watch it. I love Buscemi.
That's what Breaking Bad did. Like the pilot, and I was hooked. We watched like 5 the first night.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to check
Breaking
that
Bad's
show
great.
out.
Yeah, I went through the entire series of Breaking Bad in probably like 3 weeks.
See, everyone loves it so much. I should give it another chance because I liked the episodes I saw.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you
I
should watch
apologize.
it,
Go ahead.
especially if they're going to come in.
Yeah, I guess I
Which they
will.
should.
Can we get them together?
That'd be great.
Walking Dead got me from the pilot.
Yeah.
Lost got me from the pilot. Like I fucking thought the Lost pilot was fucking amazing. One of the best pilots I've ever seen.
When do we get the box set?
Today.
When do I get one?
Yeah, let's go.
Roland. How many seasons are in the box set? Is it 5?
You got the first 3, so this is the 4th one. So you.
But fourth
Do
is
I have
on
the
demand,
first 3?
right?
I gave you the first 3 last time.
Oh.
Do I have the first 3?
You all 3 should have.
Okay, I'm sure I have it.
Where's mine?
I'll get
at
you
your house.
the first 3.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it in my house anymore.
I saw one of them in the restaurant. The guy, I didn't recognize him. The guy who plays the kid.
Well, you obviously recognize
Jesse.
him.
Oh,
Jesse at first. I knew and then he came over and we said hello.
Aaron Paul.
I'm like, we said hi, and then I realized who he was. Like, oh.
Bloomberg's going after the food carts now.
Making them smaller.
Why?
Because he's a douche.
What's the problem with that? What could possibly be the problem with that? People have figured out to get a little small business for themselves, and
Yeah.
then of course the stupid billionaire mayor has to step in, probably because the city is not getting enough of their take.
Because he's a fucking...
What a piece of shit.
He's a douchebag. $22 billion. People talk about out-of-touch politicians. He's worth $22 fucking billion. He spent $100 million to get a third term, which he never should have been allowed to get. Everybody calls Giuliani a fascist.
Where is this guy? Did he hang up? I want to go to you.
What's he doing with the cards? Do we know?
I heard he's trying to make them shorter, yeah.
But why is that?
They're too long. They want them to be, I think, 10 feet across instead of 14 feet or something like that.
Like for what?
I read that quickly this morning.
Those really big trucks?
They're not that big. I love them. They're in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
They're cool. It's a nice small business. The food cart business is taking off in a lot of cities.
Why is he going after these small businesses?
Because the city's not getting their take. I'm sure.
He's just a douche.
I'm sure that's what it's about. You know what? Mayor Menino, someone said he got sworn in 1993. We got the clip. So it started with this. This clip's almost 20 years old. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
So this is him being sworn in as mayor in 1993.
And first of all, congratulate the city councilors on being reelected, and also to our newest councilors, Arroyo and Presley. Thank you for taking on this job of being a city council and representing the people of all of Boston. Now raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as mayor of the city of Boston.
Was he going for the joke there, though?
I don't think so, no. I would say yes if he hadn't had 18 more years of those.
Right.
Hold on. Let me just say, hold on. It was my mistake, but I was told to read it exactly as it's written.
Wow, so he wasn't even going for the joke. No. So they're all just pointing and laughing at this idiot.
That destroyed.
It destroyed.
That destroyed.
But it wasn't supposed to.
No.
I was told to read it exactly as it's written. And when you get to these formal things, you do exactly as they tell you. I'll do a lot during my speech, but counselors to learn. Oh God, I tell you.
Why wouldn't you, when you realize you fucked up, just go, yeah, I meant to do that? Why don't you try to cover it up at that point?
Maybe there's something about... what is it? I mean, I would love to hear from a Boston voter, like, what do you love about because there's something they like about him.
Obviously, yeah.
What is it? Is it charming to them? Is there an honesty in it or a regular guy quality? Or do they think that even though he trips on his words like a fucking a dumbbell, he cares about people? Maybe he cares about people. I don't know.
I don't understand how you lose to the guy if that's what you're into. Politics. You want to be a politician and you go up against the mayor and you lose? How?
And
I would absolutely make fun of the way he speaks.
Yeah.
In my campaign. I would. That's coming from me.
What is his thing?
I don't know. We still don't know. John, what's up? You know something on the Bloomberg thing, right?
Yeah. The Fox News article, he said they're going after the jumbo food carts, saying they take up too much space.
Oh.
And people can't walk around freely.
Walk around what? What is he talking about?
That's Bloomberg. He's a fairy, anyhow.
I've never thought, wow, I can't get around this food cart.
Yeah, you want to give people more room? Take the fucking potted plants out of Times Square.
Right. Bike lanes, although I don't mind a bike lane every once in a while when I'm tooling around. But all right, thank you. Just more nonsense from Bloomberg. It's just nonsense.
It really is. It's utter nonsense. Utter nonsense.
You get a nice quick lunch from those food carts. All right, we'll break. Let's not forget Kevin Pollak coming in today. And Jamie Hector's coming in today. And we'll talk about other shit. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Channel. Oh, yeah! On Sirius XM.
Welcome back to Yenta Explorers with Marge and Gertrude. Let's join the ladies as they head down to the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean to explore the Titanic.
Boy, this elevator sure the heck is taking quite a long time.
I hope no one pushes all the buttons on the way back up. Oh, stopping at every depth.
Oh, I know. Yeah, this is like going up into the plane, but going down into the ocean. Where's the clouds and stuff?
Oh, you're funny.
Up, where's the whales and the sonar and not? Hey, stop here. I'm gonna get off and buy some girdles. Floor 5, shoes, hats, and gloves.
Ladies' foundations and other picture postcards.
I'd love to go cave diving under there.
That's craziness.
Sure would. Hey, cave diving, what are you doing?
Oh, let's journey to it.
Why don't they go down there and just lift it up with a bunch of ropes?
Just pick it up, push it. It's like, it's underwater. Everything's lighter in the water.
I'd light a ciggy down there in a second, you can bet. Quick, get me a Benson and Hedges, I see the core.
Where's my Chesterfields?
Quick, get me a Moore, I see the big circle of fire. I'm smoking. I'd love to have a Titanic pickle sandwich. Hold the relish, darling. This is the last one of its kind. I'm gonna have a little bit of pickle with a side of pickle juice. Get a Starline plate, I'm starving.
Crikey, the Yentas made it all the way down, but will they make it back up? Find out next time on Yenta Explorers with Marge and Gertrude.
It's now time for Masturbation Memories with Jim Jeffries.
My mother came and grabbed the duvet, and I was holding on to this. Is 300 pounds of misery, my mum, right? She's bending right back. And then I had one choice because I was naked. It was the middle of the day, right? Fucking 110 degrees of Australian heat, like in your measurement, right? I'm sitting under my bed having a wake. My mum walks in the room. I throw the magazine down the side of the bed in one motion, and she goes, "Clean this fucking room up." And she goes, "Why are you laying in your bed?" I went, just having a nap, you know. and she just goes, "Well, get up now." And she goes, "Why aren't you getting up?" I said, "I will get up. Can you get the fuck out?" She starts pulling on my duvet. My erection strengthens. No, she's pulling on my duvet. I'm panicking like, "Oh, fuck." And I'm going, please, mum, no." And I had to make a decision, right? She's a big woman. I had to make a decision. I let go of the duvet. She goes flying backwards into the cupboard, and I flip onto my stomach as quick as possible. Yeah, so I've still got this sweaty fucking bald ass sticking up, and a 300-pound mum crying and falling on the ground. Things couldn't have gone worse. Anyway, enough about me. Back to the retards.
And that was your Masturbation Memory for the Opie and Anthony Show.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Ant's got 15 minutes to make it to jury duty.
I hope he makes it.
Or he's going to be thrown in jail or something. That's what I'm hearing. Give us a call, Ant. We got Kevin Pollak coming in a few minutes. Actually, we could get him walking down that hall. That would be nice. I think he's in the office. And then Jamie Hector will be in at 9 o'clock?
Yes.
Nice.
We had them together, but I figured it's like you should have one and then... This way it's not a fucking pile up of 40 people coming in.
Yeah, I wanted Travis in here, too, because he knows a little bit about the America's Got Talent guy.
I don't know much.
Is he coming back? How did he hear that?
Who?
Travis just turned around.
He didn't. He just always gets nervous when he walks down the hall and doubles back. You just happen to get lucky with the timing.
We got a Susan Boyle situation. That's what Travis is saying. Somebody tweeted me this link to this kid, and I'm not really... I'll be honest, I'm not watching America's Got Talent.
Yeah, me neither.
And it's a show I used to watch. Maybe it is because Howard's a judge. I don't know. But I'm not watching. But someone sent me this clip, and I was blown away. And it's not my type of thing. You turned around because you knew I was talking about you?
No, Kenny said he wants...
Kenny had the earpiece.
Kenny just knows
No, I know you know a little bit about this story that we're about to do.
No, I just have my theory.
And what's your theory?
That it's just the male Susan Boyle.
Right.
This is a guy who looks like he shouldn't be doing what he's about to do.
Right.
Everybody's looking at him like, okay, well, you know, good luck. Have fun doing whatever you're about to do. And then he comes out and he does something amazing. And everybody's like, oh, my God, I can't believe he did it because he doesn't look like he's supposed to do this.
Kevin Pollak, everyone. We're
Please be seated.
Yeah. Please be seated. Sit down. You don't get to see Ann again.
I realize he hates me. That's what this is about now.
I think this
There's
is what it's
something
about.
going on.
Yeah, it was a jury duty thing. When he saw the guest list, he was like, just tell him jury duty.
Jury duty, yeah, jury duty.
And that's not obviously lame as an excuse?
Yeah.
To not see me?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty good.
I haven't had to do jury duty in 15 years. I'll brag about it. I
did.
always get out of it.
So how do you get out of it? Because I did it a couple of weeks ago.
We got people.
I see.
I know people.
I understand.
And I don't call in many favors, but I don't want to deal with that jury duty shit. So I think I'm good for another 3 years.
I've been away. I will do it. I'll have to do it eventually.
Oh, it sucks.
But I've just been gone.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've gotten those things in the mail, and when I was in Queens, I would just blow them off all the time, and nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
And now I'm out in Long Island, and I got one of those things, and it seemed unavoidable. But all I had to do was call, and I called, and they never picked my number. So I'm running on since I'm 18, so 13 years jury duty free.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I'm on a nice run.
I've never blown it off, though. It scares me to blow it off. Like, I've always called somebody or talked to somebody.
You blow it off until you get the letter that Aunt got.
No,
Final notice,
right.
30 days in jail, $1,000 fine, we'll take your gun away.
Rape you with a stick. It really gets ugly.
So Aunt ran out of here.
Wow, they're not
He
kidding.
ran out of here. They're not fucking around, I think.
He doesn't want to lose his pistol permits because he's like, when you got a gun permit, you can't fuck around with any type of legal action.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I get the letter, and half the people you talk to say, just rip it up. Ignore it. They can't keep track of everybody. I can't do
It's a
that.
computer. Of course they can keep track of fucking stars.
Exactly.
You think
But do you have those friends that just say, yeah, fuck it, just rip it up?
They won't even notice. Like, it's 1905 and it's fucking
Yeah.
Hoover doing it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is go in there and do a Christopher Walken impression or something. They're like, all
Hey,
right,
excuse
geez,
me,
all
Your
right.
Honor.
Right.
Those are nice balls. You got some sweet nuts. Sir, I'd like to sit down if I can. Wow. Yeah, they don't give a shit about that. They really don't give a shit.
You could drive them nuts with impressions,
and I
though.
get that face, though, that face recognition thing. Every
Yeah.
day, hey, how you doing? You know?
And they still don't care.
And then I did it like 3 years ago or something, where I got jury duty. I went in, and you're sitting around, you're waiting to be called, and I'm there a couple hours. You bring a book, whatever. You can bring a computer now. You just sit there. So I went up to the window and I said, "Yeah, do you have any idea?" And she go, "I know you." And then she said, "Get out of here," and signed the thing and let me go.
Nice.
Oh, that was nice.
Right? So this year, when I went in like 3 weeks ago, I walked up to the window and said, "How you doing?" Gave him the face. Nothing. Sit down. Go sit down.
You should have hinted. You should have said, "I understand you're looking for a few good men." Listen,
Damn it!
I was in a casino.
Yeah, right.
And I just got here.
If I can help find a couple of usual suspects, I'm happy to do it. But I tweeted that I was going to jury duty, and everyone was quoting me lines from a few.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
Of course they
were. You can't handle the code.
Yeah.
I watched that again recently.
was
Since
obnoxious.
we've met each other. No, you're really good in it, though, man.
Well, it's Aaron Sorkin. It's kind of tough to fuck that up.
No, I could.
To be honest with you. You could?
Yeah.
I
How do you
don't know.
relax when you act? This is what I was talking earlier about. Like, it's hard for me to relax and be present, like in the moment, which is, like
That's all it is.
It's
That's the
hard to be
thing.
present in the moment.
That's the whole thing. By the way, that's all I can do. I don't really know that I can act. I can just be loose in front of the camera.
No, you can.
And comfortable. But that's my technique, is just be fucking real.
Right.
And guess what? Everyone says you're a good actor.
Do you read direction? Like, if it says, like if you got to play something like the lawyer you played, do you say, okay, I want him to be this kind of guy, or do you just not think of how you're going to deliver the line next?
Oh, no, I definitely want to figure it out ahead of time, talk to the director, and get a beat on what their idea is. Yeah, I mean, people say, how did you prepare for this role? I read the fucking script 100 times. Mm-hmm. I don't drive. If I'm going to be a police officer, I don't need to drive around police officers for 6 weeks and study how they put their pistol in their holster. You know what I mean? Because it's never about how to be a cop. You just happen to be a cop. But you're a guy first,
right?
You're just a guy who
play the man, not the uniform. As they say.
More importantly, why are you kissing up to NASA today? I see the NASA hat.
Yeah. I am a fan of their work, but
yeah,
I like that whole rocket shit thing they're doing. That's pretty.
Did you
nice.
see the space shuttle?
Yeah. How about that?
You did? You went down there?
No. I just mean on TV and all.
Oh no, I went down there.
Did you?
It's pretty cool.
Oh man.
I almost saw them lowering it onto the Intrepid. Almost.
But
I
you
got
saw
there.
it hanging there.
Yeah, I saw it hanging there from my apartment. I could see it.
Holy shit.
And then I'm like, you know what? I want to go closer. So I put my son on the back of my bike and we went down there last night.
I got to sit in that.
What?
I lied. I just wanted to have attention for a second.
I got to clean it once.
And they're going to cover it up. So there's a pier just south of the Intrepid, literally right there, and you get a perfect view.
What do you think
really
they'll
give
cover it with? I think you were right.
No, Ann was saying it. I didn't even know they were covering.
No, you said probably something with a
probably
NASA logo.
Yeah, I'm sure. Some white fucking housing with a NASA logo on the side.
I'm excited now about this company, SpaceX, that just sent up the Dragon rocket to dock with the International Space Station.
Why are you excited?
It is. Because now it's you know, this guy is like the real Tony Stark. This Elon Musk, he's got the Tesla motors, you know, the electric car that actually looks fucking cool.
Really? The first one that looks cool?
Well, the four-door sedan. Look it up. No, I'm not kidding you. Model S, it's called.
Is he the guy that's going to talk about colonizing or putting people on the moon, but they can't go where the Apollos have landed? Is that the guy, SpaceX?
Well, so he's SpaceX. No, that's
know
the
what?
Roadster. No, put up the four-door,
that's
the
cool,
Model
too.
S. That Roadster's cool, but it looks like a Lotus.
Right.
This is the Model S. This is the game changer because it's four-door and it's only $50,000, fully electric, 3-hour fucking or 300-mile range
You
driving.
know what? That looks
That's nice.
all right.
It's badass.
Your friends aren't going to laugh at you if you get one of those.
How do you plug it in? How long does it take?
You charge it
Couple
overnight.
hours.
You charge it overnight. You plug it into the wall.
See, that's
but they
what they
got the
don't-
quick charge also. You can do a 45-minute charge.
That's a long wait, though, if you got to go a long drive. Like, this is great for city driving.
Oh no, that's just a get around town car.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean,
You got it-
but as a get around town car in Los Angeles, especially,
You
where
got one of
spend your
these?
whole fucking lives. I got one on order. I ordered one. Sure.
So are you driving an electric car right now?
No, I'm waiting for this fucking.
Oh, so this will be your first?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How fast does it go?
So why
It's
did you...
fast as shit? Actually, there's no combustion engine drag, so it's actually quicker off the line than a combustion engine. It's a little freaky that way.
So
And it's also silent, which is look at that fucking thing.
why did you finally decide to go electric?
Because I saw this car.
Oh, really?
Literally.
That's it?
I had Elon Musk, the guy, the real Tony Stark, on my chat show because he's a friend of the guy that owns the building where I do the thing at. And we talked like for an hour about SpaceX and Tesla and all this thing. It's just fascinating. Dude, he got all his money out of PayPal or whatever. He was one of the starters of that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Decide I need to go into space now?
Yeah, I know.
That's scary.
It's pretty amazing, though, because they
He knows
just
what he's
launched
doing?
this fucking Dragon rocket that actually went and docked with the space station and came back and landed safe. It's like, okay.
All right,
We
you know
got
what
a
you're
new one
doing.
of these, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're working on putting people on Mars now, but the key is you won't come back. They really are looking for volunteers. They're going to have, in 2023, they're going to have 3 like pods or whatever to go and live there. And then every 2 years, they're putting 2 new people. It's a really weird thing they're doing. They're beginning to colonize Mars.
They
I'm talking
can't bring
about.
him back because they're going to fuck Martians, and they know that.
Yeah, they're
You
probably
can't
afraid
bring
of
that
what you'll
back.
bring back from
Yeah,
Mars.
You can't. Fuck.
Why can't they bring you back?
I don't know. The technology doesn't exist, I guess. I mean, or by that time it may.
I guarantee
To
you.
launch from their back, to build the thing
Right.
that comes
I
back
guess,
with all
but-
the power and the...
But again, would you need power? I'm sorry. Like when they got the fucking the Apollos back. It's just the gravity from Mars can throw you back.
They will get a shitload of people to sign up to go to Mars and not come back.
I think so, too.
A bunch of
absolutely.
pedophiles, convicted murderers and rapists. That's what we should send.
Because they do the good work.
Some of the hedge fund guys.
They would do the good work on
hedge
Mars.
fund
Right.
guys. Hey, did you see America's Got Talent? There's a guy that's going viral today. Did you see this kid?
No. What the hell is this guy's deal?
Where's Travis? Because he was going to help us out with this. This is kind of a Susan Boyle situation. And if you're doing one of these talent shows, you got to find the next Susan Boyle where,
The person looks like that. And then
well, the person
sounds-
comes out of no. Yeah, exactly. What would you assume he sings?
He looks like he's doing Sandler's Opera Man.
Right.
Right there in that
There you
photo,
go.
Right?
Yeah, there's a little glam.
Little goth glam thing.
Glam/goth thing
That's a
happening
guy?
with the guy. Yeah. Well, let's play the clip and see where this goes.
We love it here in Austin. This is fun, isn't it? Cool shot.
We're waiting for that big talent.
Hey, Chris Angel, how you doing?
Looks like Chris Angel.
What's your name, man?
Andrew,
Andrew, what are you gonna do for us today?
I'm gonna sing.
You're gonna sing?
Gazing through the window at the
Growing up, I was a huge fan of Marilyn
Yay.
Manson and Rob Zombie and all these different rock stars. It really became an escape for someone like me who felt that I was an outsider. Growing up, I was alienated because I was never interested in athletics or what everybody else in my family was interested in.
Got the fucking
Singing was always an
eyebrow.
escape. It was
black
always
eyes.
that comfort zone.
And the fake
This is my
contacts
first time singing in front of anybody.
to look like a zombie.
You've never sang in front of anyone before.
Anybody.
I don't know if I believe that.
Pause.
Yeah, no way.
Well, in this world, they would be able to come up with a tape or somebody that would say he's
That is
bullshitting.
true. Well, they might. This guy, the army guy, they're nailing. Just took a couple weeks.
Right.
Let's see if they fucking nail this guy in his pensive stare. I hate his good looks.
Yeah, they're setting this up to be a fucking huge win.
I know.
Right?
I do love the Ozzy.
I'm
pretty
just so
obvious.
into the documentary about him. Though.
I know.
It's riveting.
He really is a fascinating guy.
Yeah.
Complex man.
Deep. He's deep.
He's a loner, likes
Yes.
Marilyn Manson,
Multifaceted.
Ozzy, Zombie.
He's never sang live and also never masturbated, which
There
is
you
a
go.
strange statistic.
So, they're setting you up to think, like, all right, here comes this rock singer,
Yeah,
Like,
and it's working. That's what I think.
yeah, that's what you should think.
Yeah, of course I do. They've set me up, and I've
Marilyn
fallen.
Manson, you expect his hero to come out of him.
All right.
Now,
It's a huge step for someone like me who's never sang in public before, never sang in front of even my family. I think my days of being shy and being an outcast have reached their end, and I'd like to be able to really show what I can do.
Give them what you got, man. All right? I'm with you. Wow! You go now. You okay?
Going on stage.
Yes. There's 3 X's.
Don't be nervous, Andrew.
What?
Don't be nervous. Yeah. Oh, he's creepy.
Rough day at the office? I know the feeling. What's your name?
My name is Andrew De Leon.
Andrew, you've got an unusual look. But is this how you walk around all day?
Yes.
Kind of a goth look you would describe this as?
Yes.
I assume you're a singer?
Yes.
Well, listen, why don't you do your thing?
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Up to the huge setup. Here we go. Finally.
that's quite the interview, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. It's amazing. That's why they pay him the big bucks.
Oh, pause it.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts. Pause it. Yeah.
That's why I love doing this. Go ahead. What'd you pick up on? What'd you pick up on?
The way they make it, this is all the producers and the
Yeah.
editor. They cut from Sharon and from Howie looking like, what?
What is happening with this music?
What? This is not what we expected.
Yeah.
I am surprised.
But they just assume every viewer is the dumbest person on earth, so they have to force feed it to you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you pick up on that by yourself without all the reaction shots?
They did it with Susan Boyle, too.
What? Wait,
Summer
what?
is looking worse confused as you are.
Here's what you should feel.
Yeah.
Just wait till the crowd shots.
There was no rehearsals. We didn't know who they were.
No one gave me a note or anything about this kid.
I want to offer up a wager now. How long? I'm going to put the over/under at 20 seconds before he starts singing, and you cut to an audience member covering their mouth.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 20 seconds. Anybody want to go over under?
Oh, God, less. Way less.
I'm gonna
Under.
go 5.
Under 5 seconds?
Yeah.
I say it's going to be
I'll take 10.
the first thing they do,
take
reaction
7.
shots.
Of the 3 judges?
Yes. They're going to show him singing for 5 or 6 seconds. They're going to show Howard, Sharon, and Howie looking in utter disbelief.
Looking at
because-
each other like, what? Did you?
What the hey?
Did you know this was going to happen?
Did she cover her heart? Did
Right.
she? And then an audience member covers her mouth.
I say 12 seconds. The audience member covers their mouth.
Okay.
You said 5 and Kevin said 12.
I said 7.
Hope you said. I said 12.
And
5, 7,
And I
12,
want 100
20.
bucks if it's 7.
I'm 10.
Right.
All right.
I have a dollar in my
I'll jerk the
wallet.
winner off.
$1. I can't say dollar anymore.
All right, so I guess we're starting the time from when I hit play. Is that how this is?
From
gonna
when
go?
you start
No,
singing.
when he starts singing.
Okay, from when he
Yeah,
starts singing.
because we don't know what's
going
to come out of this kid's mouth yet.
I have no idea.
But obviously he doesn't sing rock and roll. We know that much.
I can tell by the confused looks on the judges' faces that something's happening.
Howie Mandel looked around like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Yeah, what the
Pause. Just pause. Howard starts with his hand out like,
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yes, and in the what's
was
it,
instant.
what's it called when they write for the hearing impaired?
Oh, yeah.
The closed caption, it should say shocked look on judge's face.
Shocked look on Shock Jock's face.
Yeah, shocked jock. Okay, let's
well, they're
hear
calling
her.
him a shock rocker.
Oh, how many seconds? Oh, you have it
Well, I
timed there?
had to pause both. It
Well,
was,
can't you
It
just
was
look
at
at
like
the,
8 seconds.
Why don't you just look at the
Why don't you
timer?
go back to where?
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna have to.
I think we fucked it up anyway with the.
Fucking sounds like Dino.
All right, here we go again. When he starts singing.
Bugs me.
Sharon first. Like, wait.
You can actually hear the judges going.
Howie looking around. Mandel. What? Howard gives the what face?
There's the audience, but no cover
no
the
hand.
mouth.
Hold on. Oh, good gravy.
20
Kevin might
seconds,
be right.
baby. Standing O! Standing O!
There
it is! Wait,
No,
no, I was wiping a
she
tear.
did
No,
not.
bullshit, that was hand over the mouth.
I
was wiping a tear.
She was crying. She's reliving a rape. She did not.
There it is. All
right. Pause that. Pause that.
35. Wow. I was way
But
off.
I think the first one counts, though. I'm with Kevin on that one.
No, it was a tear wipe.
That was
It's
a different tear wipe. She went like that.
She's crying. I don't know why.
I
Maybe
say hand over the face counts. That's
Where was the first one at, though?
Maybe
Those are
she
like 25.
It was about 23 seconds.
Maybe she's never seen a transgendered person sing.
We're so jaded.
I know.
The
It's a
rest
nice
of America
moment.
is going, wow, this is a really nice moment for this kid.
And we're like, fuck up reaction shots.
Well, we hate producers. They have to overproduce all this
I know,
shit.
but we really
Let
are
the moment
jaded.
just happen naturally.
Exactly. Could you imagine how chilling it would actually be if they didn't do all that production bullshit and this guy just starts singing?
Right.
We would all do.
Right. They made it perfectly clear you're about to see something here that you weren't
For
expecting.
us, though. But don't forget, most people might not read into it like that. Most people really
course
may
not.
have that reaction that they want.
Yeah.
Well, they trick you the other way on this show where
Yeah.
they set it up where like, oh, we're going to see a superstar, and then it's some hack that sucks.
Yeah, you know,
they go both ways with this crap. but-
Whoa, what the fuck? You know, get in here. There's a homosexual.
He sounds wrong with his eyes. Come look. He's looking into my soul while he's singing.
I don't even know if this is good.
Why is she crying?
Yeah, what
he
the
ain't that fucking good.
There's a few criers in the audience.
Why?
They go back a few times.
They
to
must
the
be
audience.
fucking cutting from something else.
You think?
Yeah.
Showing him like puppy torture videos.
Or they're
Yeah,
just
exactly.
or they're just cutters.
They're just crying. Yeah. I'm showing them crying. He's good.
Still out there. Gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And how many of these screaming idiots would actually pay to see something like that?
I don't like his dumb, teary face.
Judges give him standing
Well,
up.
he's never sang live before, so it's an emotional moment for him as well.
Well, even though they said that a million times, they're going to have to tell you again now. Watch.
Who does he look like in the face? What woman?
Everyone's standing. He's taking it in.
That's talent.
What's going through your mind? Can you share it with us?
I'm just so used to being rejected, and I'm not really good at anything, so this is...
Please say no, he doesn't move on. Please cut him from the show.
A lot of people tearing up in the audience.
I know.
Another broad.
You're the ones rejecting him, you
You're
horse.
feeling very nervous. You ever perform in front of a big crowd like this?
I've never performed in front of anybody.
No kidding.
Shocked.
This is your first time. I mean, literally, you must have taken voice training or something. No,
Not at all. Self-taught.
And you would practice this
Sharon
what,
with
in your
a-
room? And yet you got up here and blew the roof off the joint. Good for you.
Andrew, what do your parents think of you?
They don't know.
Of your voice.
Can you pause that?
They've never heard me sing either.
Let me guess what his parents think. That I'm gay.
Sharon just sounded like the Bill's dead lady for a second.
Ooh.
Well, wait till you see this.
Oh,
guess where the parents are.
Wait, are they? Did they go bye-bye in the box?
No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But this whole thing is such a huge setup.
Wait, wait, the parents? Where are his parents?
They're going to point him out in the audience.
Are they there?
They're there, seeing their son sing for the first time in front of everybody else.
Wearing glasses like in fucking Take the Money and Run. They're embarrassed. They have a fucking weird-eyed androgynous son.
They're here. Where
I
are
have
they?
a gun.
They're right up there.
See another moment. Oh my God, Mom and Dad
Yeah.
holding up the "We Love Andrew" sign.
Yeah.
Well, they must be so proud of
You
you.
think?
And please don't say that you're not good at anything, because you've got an amazing voice and you are an individual.
You know, you've been hiding in your room all these years, but you never let the world see
Oh my
who
God.
you are.
We get it.
Or
Kill
what
me.
you are.
We
And
get
it's
it.
not that you're good at anything. You are great.
Here's what he's probably really good at. You see those lips? He can probably make love to your cock like very few women ever
Now the
have.
parents are hugging.
I'll be the first one to vote.
Juicy yes.
Big time.
Now they got to add the music, build it up with the music.
Yeah, Andrew.
Why do I feel like I'm on the Titanic?
I would say yes.
Howie?
Mom, Dad, how proud are you
Oh,
of your son?
Very proud. Very proud.
Oh,
Well, you know something? We all love your boy now. That's 3 yeses. You're going to Vegas.
And there comes the music in.
It's a movie.
We just saw a short movie.
That mouth. He looks like a fucking woman, but I don't know who.
Thank you.
Pause. Go back a little bit. I want to pause on that face where he purses his lips.
Yeah, Andrew. I'm definitely in love with you now.
Right there. Who does he look like?
I hate to
in the mouth
say this because she's a dear friend and no woman wants to look like this guy.
Is it Rebecca Black?
No,
Friday.
no. I really this is bad. But she's gonna be hearing from other people. I can't be the first one to call this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the character Linda Richmond that Mike Myers did?
Oh, shit.
Coffee Talk.
Well, I was thinking Barbara Streisand a little bit.
Streisand.
Too.
It is.
No. But Coffee Talk.
Coffee
you know that,
Talk.
right? Right.
Yeah,
So,
has a little.
so Linda Richmond was based on Mike Myers' mother-in-law. Mike Myers' wife at the time, now ex, dear friend of mine who's going to hate me forever. Is her name is Robin Roseanne. See if you can pull up a photo of her. This is insane. And she's going to be so
We're comparing
pissed.
mouths.
I mean, there you go. Roseanne, are you? Oh my God, this is really. What's the matter with me?
This seems
Why would I
way
do
too
this?
obscure.
Nope, you're nowhere near. That's none of those.
No.
She's in there somewhere. You mean? Anyways, it's a little uncanny, or I wouldn't have brought this up.
The lips look like her.
Clearly, well, no, it's the
whole thing.
It's the whole, she even has piercing, crazy blue eyes.
Oh, really?
Whereas that fella's got some contact thing going on.
You think?
Roseanne, Ruzan.
Oh.
R-U-Z-A-N.
Yeah, try that. There we go. Look, am I crazy?
It's. All right, I see it.
Am I crazy?
I
Pull up
see
the
it.
second one.
Let me get a bigger picture.
Yeah.
No. Go back. You had it. Go back.
which
There
one?
we go. The one that's actually framed.
That one?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Am I crazy?
Let me see. Make it bigger.
I can't.
Oh, Danny, I'd love a bigger shot. Dan, I don't know why we always have the small picture thing.
All right, then go back. Go back to all the choices. Maybe we can find a bigger. If you go down.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying, though? Am I crazy?
So I can get a big size.
Have I lost my mind?
No.
Is she going to hate me forever for a stupid thing?
But I don't know who she is.
Yeah, no
so
one knows this person.
For me,
is the problem.
Streisand.
There's a
was the
Streisand
one. It
thing.
was Streisand in the mouth. There's something about the lips and the chin and the.
Yeah.
It's wait, hold on. Is it just a girl I know?
Wow, you're obsessing about this.
Because it's driving me nuts. Like I know.
Just the lips.
So I'm going to eat
No, the lower
shit
part
with
of the
this
face.
friend of mine for life, and I couldn't even get a confirmation from you guys.
Yeah, we don't,
I mean, literally,
we don't really know
She's
her.
going to want to set me on fire when
Really?
I see her.
Why?
Thanks for that.
That
Thanks
means she's
for
got
comparing
big,
me to the.
That means she's got nice pillow lips. The
Yes.
kid has nice pillow lips.
And
You
the
can't
crazy
deny
piercing blue eyes, and dare I say, that fucking haircut. I mean, it's really the whole. Oh God,
Oh
this is
boy.
horrible.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Good luck with that.
I'm fucking dead.
see, Danny almost has it too. It's some girl.
It's not a girl, though.
Oh, maybe it's a guy.
I think it is a guy. I know who it is.
Who?
I know who it is.
Come on, Danny. Really?
I hope you're right.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's bring this together because this is like just a
Is
complete
it-
waste of time.
Is
Oh,
it-
that guy. Yeah, a little bit.
Pete
Yeah.
Wentz.
Hey, not bad.
Pete Wentz.
Not bad.
A little bit, but that's not the one I
Yes.
was thinking of.
Yeah, there's a Pete Wentz thing happening there.
But who is that?
Danny's a little more accurate than Kevin Pollak's obscure.
Yes.
Friend reference.
Well, you've definitely found someone who's
You're fucked, my friend.
Is that,
I really
maybe
am.
that's who I was
I
thinking
really
about
am
anyway.
fucked.
What?
Eric's chiming in with Adam Lambert, and that's a pretty good.
But I don't know Lambert. I don't know Lambert well
Lambert.
You
enough.
remember him?
This kid.
That guy.
No, I know who he is, but I don't know his face. That face when I saw that.
I
lower...
like Pete Wentz
Yeah,
better.
but you were
I
asking, you said it looked like a woman.
I sensed that face was once blowing you. Is what you're
Believe me,
remembering.
that absolutely could be it.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we break because we're gonna talk to Jamie Hector next.
All right,
He's
so
here
yeah.
early, so we're gonna get him in here.
Oh, you want to break? Okay.
Yeah, Pollock, what do you got, buddy?
Huh? Oh,
you're just promoting the chat show?
We're talking walking, of course. You should tune into that, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I was here in town actually for the Big Book Expo. I've got the book coming out in the fall called How I Slept My Way to the Middle.
We talked about that last time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Now we're getting close to it being
it's
released.
Like a couple of months already here.
Nice.
And you're staying.
Yeah, of course. Well, I just want to get a plug in. It seems like you don't have a plug.
Yeah, well, this is a new Rob Reiner movie coming out. And
yeah, a little movie with Rob Reiner.
Yeah,
sure.
it's Morgan Freeman, Virginia Madsen thing called Magic of Belle Island. And
Jesus.
then, there's all kinds of shit out there. What am I going to do?
You're one of those guys that doesn't really have to promote, I think.
Because I'm not.
How about you promote your Twitter? Kevin Pollock on Twitter with 2 L's.
Yeah.
Pollak.
K, no C.
All right,
yeah.
we got Jamie Hector next. Stay there.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
We back on the radio?
Yeah, let's do this.
Hope you're swallowing some oatmeal.
I just shoved breakfast down. Got to eat breakfast in like 4 minutes on this show.
Yeah, it is hard to shovel it in.
Kevin Pollock, really fast, as Jamie Hector enters the studio. He's got his walking, talking, or talking, walking. I do this every time.
It's all right. It's all right. I like people being confused because then they got to figure it out and go look for it. Talking, walking.
Talking, walking on iTunes.
Both words are spelled I-N so that his family can't sue me. And it's just me rambling as Christopher Walken for an hour with a friend over at the house talking about shit of life.
And is it doing well?
Yeah,
Doing pretty good,
You know
huh?
how the comedy podcasts are. You break into the top 100, and then you move from the top 10 to the top 30.
It's all over the
constantly
place.
fluctuating. You put out a new episode, you shoot up the thing. And,
Right.
Cool. So, yeah, talking walking.
Talking, walking on iTunes. Kevin
Yes.
Pollock's podcast there. One of his podcasts. He's got 2 of them.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, what's going on,
Been a while, Jamie.
Yes, it has. A year. I think.
No.
It was last year.
Oh, I guess it was the last time you're doing the paintball thing?
Yeah, it moves quick.
And do you guys know each other, Jamie and Kevin?
What's happening, Kevin? I know your work, and I love your work.
Oh, thanks, man.
Indeed.
Appreciate that.
You've never worked together?
I guess not.
Not yet.
No.
We will now.
We
I'll
will
see you on
now.
the set.
Yes, sir. I'll see you on the set.
Yeah, I know. I want to do a movie. I need some acting work.
All right.
Somebody here, please. They both have shit going on.
All right, but you got to get over that whole I can't relax and be comfortable in front of the camera thing.
Yeah, I mean, that does kind of hurt. When you're like, you just ask all these people to leave the room.
Yeah. I mean, unless I can say to the director ahead of time, look, his sphincter's going to tighten a little bit when you say action.
But then maybe tell them don't say action. Like Clint Eastwood doesn't say action. I think he just says go. You guys are quiet.
Just go.
Yeah.
And that's a great way of doing it.
It is a great way of doing it.
Yeah.
And you've done some very
the
serious.
action that makes you nervous.
Yeah, I panic. I'm all relaxed. Action. Yeah! I just fuck up. I need.
You do a humana.
Yeah.
Humana.
I'm like John Cazale. I like to talk a little bit before we actually begin. Well, that's what Cazale would do.
Which is not a bad thing.
No.
And if the director knows that, he'll probably let you do it every time.
You chit chat a little bit as the camera's rolling, and then you just start with the dialogue.
That's right.
It's funny. I'm
That's
telling
a
you.
technique?
Yeah, that's how Fredo did it, and I'm telling Jamie Hector and fucking Kevin Pollock how to act. It's really good. I'm a pompous idiot. When is this paintball thing? Because me and Anthony did it last year.
Yes.
And it was unbelievably fun.
Where was I?
You were away.
I
You
had
didn't
something
do
to
it.
do, Jamie.
That's right.
I would have
right.
been there in a second.
I know you
man.
would have because the support that you guys provided. is amazing.
Absolutely. But
It's-
I forgot what was going on.
It's paintball with the wire. And last year it was, of course, Jamie, who was Marlo, and then Michael K. Williams, who was Omar, and J.D. Williams, who I was going to surprise you. He was supposed to come in today, but he didn't come. We were supposed to have Bodie in today.
He wasn't able to make it. Something came up. He hit me this morning and said he couldn't make it. I was like,
love
golly.
to
Yeah.
meet Bodie.
He was going to come in.
He was excited about it also.
But it was fun, man. We played paintball with these guys, and I never played paintball in my life, and it was a lot of fun
It was
to
a
be
lot of
shooting
fun.
at each other.
Was
And
he
he get hit hard with those pellets.
was he the scariest character on The Wire, you think?
Who? Jamie?
Yeah. I was so intimidated the first time I met you because that character was just so intense,
Oh,
man.
my goodness. Yeah.
Now I could finally relax around you. I remember last year, I'm like, that's fucking Marlo.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I think Omar might have an ups on me over there.
No,
too.
the most ruthless guy was you.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. He had that human side to him. You
Yeah,
didn't
he
have
did.
that.
Yeah,
Marlo
that
didn't
human
have
side.
that shit.
Yeah,
that was the difference. You could almost reason with Omar.
Yeah,
not
but
with
you
Marlo.
reasoning with Omar with a shotgun.
I know. He got some shit done. I get
He
it.
did,
but
yeah.
No, you were
had a
by
chance with
far the most frightening guy on the show.
Yeah,
there was like we've talked about it before. There was almost a sociopathic disconnect from anything anybody was feeling, and to play because I'm such an ass to play a character like that. I would be so over the top. But to watch the calm.
It's the quiet calm that is the most creepy, without question.
Do you know the role?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
Oh yeah. But it's the quiet. That's the scariest way to play the villain. You look Silence of the Lambs. You look at all the great, most frightening characters from fiction in film or TV, and it is that quietness. It is not the intensity that scares the fuck out of it. Because if their heart rate can get lowered, they're a true sociopath. You know what I mean? And that's way more frightening to me.
And I believe it's based on something too.
I
know, Jamie, you're a good actor, a great actor,
Thank
but
you.
I also think there might be a little Marlo in you somewhere.
No,
so
sir.
I'm on my best behavior
Look,
right now.
That's
Again.
one thing I don't do is put people in vacants.
As long as there's no Omar in you.
No Omar. And you know,
can find that out.
what you're saying is so true because the element of surprise in real life, right? I mean, you would never know if somebody was sitting next to you if they were going to kill you if they were real good at it.
Right.
You know, but if they let you know, you'd be prepared. That element of surprise, I think, is what really creeped everybody out because you really never knew what was going to happen next.
Right.
When you look at, Dracula, Christopher
Right.
Lee had like fucking 8 lines in some of these Dracula movies because he didn't like the dialogue, so he wouldn't do.
Wow.
He played it silent, and Bela Lugosi, that was the most frightening stuff.
It's in the nature, though. Like his bark is bigger than his bite. That old saying about a dog that's yappy and always screaming. You can never be afraid of that dog.
Never.
But it's the one that just comes running at you with no sound. Yeah.
Like what happened to me when I was 12 years old. No,
we're gonna need more of that
dog.
story. Sir.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
A dog just.
Yeah.
You didn't see it coming walking down the street, and he's walking, minding his whole business. Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
What kind of dog?
It was a German Shepherd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. That's my number one. That's my number one dog. I'm afraid of. See, I'm stammering.
Oh,
Way over pit bulls. If I see a German Shepherd to this day, I get freaked out. I got bit bad in the side of the knee on a paper route.
Oh yeah.
This thing came out of nowhere and chased me down on a bike.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And I'm scared to this day of German. German Shepherds.
I'm scared to death of Chihuahuas. And little things got a mean bark. It's like they don't like me for some
But
reason.
what happened with you with the German Shepherd? You're just walking down the sidewalk and you didn't see it coming.
No, I saw it, but it just didn't seem like it was going to turn on me. And then it's just all of a sudden it was like I'm going to school in the morning and it just like jumped on me. And tried to bite me, and I just fought my way off of it. But at the same time, it was just like it's somewhat traumatizing.
Where in New York?
That'll
New
stay
York,
with you.
It'll stay.
I always hated those stories that said, "Yeah, we had to put the dog down." What? Yeah, he turned on somebody. Turned.
That's his
So
job.
it just became a crazy animal.
An animal.
Yeah.
Well, drug dealers cut the vocal cords out of them. They have a lot of the guys when the pit bulls would guard stash houses. They have them with no ability to make noise, and I forget how they have to have it surgically done. But they attack people silently when they come in, and also the barking won't alert people that something's going on there.
I learned that for the first time the other day. I was shadowing a detective, and they took me on a sting where they basically went to go and arrest somebody in a warrant operation, and they said they looked through the window and they saw dog food, and then they made noise to see if the dog would come out, and they were very careful because they said they usually take the voice out of the dog, and I never knew that.
Yeah.
Until they said that, and I was like, wow, that's torture. I couldn't even see how you could do something like that.
Did you see it though? Did you
No,
see
the dog
without
wasn't
the
there.
voice? Oh, okay.
It wasn't there, but they were like creeping on, basically climbing through the window and going through the front door, just making sure the dog wasn't hidden behind a bin or something like that.
Why were you shadowing detectives?
I'm working on a film called Blood Ties, and I'm playing the detective. So a friend of mine is a detective, and he allowed me to stick around with him for 2 weeks.
Oh, so you're one of the, we were just talking about that, guys that do, like...
Kevin says he doesn't need to do that.
He doesn't
Kevin?
do that.
It's not need.
You were just saying you
it's
don't
not
need
a
to
matter
do
of
that,
need. It's that's not.
Kevin said only bad actors do that.
Yeah, he basically said, if you know your craft...
Don't misquote me.
If you know your
I
craft,
said
you don't
only
have to do that.
horrible actors do that, first of all. No, I never gained anything from anything other than what's in the script, in terms of research. But I do read the script like 100 times, like obsessively, because that's the story that's being told to me, right? So if in the script it said there are 37 shots in the film with you driving around as a detective in a car, then it might make sense to see what they actually look like sitting in a car. But I think I kind of know that. It's never about how to. My point was that it was never about how to be a police officer. It was about who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
What is going on in his head? And I would rather interview these guys and talk to them a little bit about the shit that goes down on the job than drive around with them.
Yeah, and that was what I had the opportunity to do. But something that Kevin does is you read the script 100 times, which is that right there feeds you in itself.
I know every nook and cranny of the story.
See, I look at it when I get there. A lot of times I'm like, I have a sex addiction to take care of when I'm home. I'm not going to waste time on the script. You're not paying me to be off the clock.
And you like to say, let's get this over with.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, let's go, let's go.
Time's a waste.
Yeah, and I always try to cheat. I hold the script on my lap if I can. I always want to do my scenes sitting. Yeah, should be from the waist up, like Brando. So you went on this, what else did you see in this 2-week, you probably see a lot of you shadow somebody for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I learned a lot,
But what did you see? Anything really cool?
Well, okay, let me think. Okay, guns.
Nice.
It took me in the archive with all the guns. Gold guns, green guns, AK-47s, and all of that. And I was like, wow. And then also on that run, early in the morning, 6 a.m.
What do you pick up when you're with a guy like that? He's a detective. This is what he does. What is it you learn as an actor? Like, all right, this is how these guys move, or this is what these guys do that nobody sees?
One thing I learned about all of them, they're very calm.
Right.
They never get excited.
Sense of belonging. And,
sense of belonging.
And control over their environment, over their situation.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And they're always cracking jokes. Whether the joke is funny or not funny, but they're always laughing.
The gallows humor.
Because the next step, you never know what it's going to be. You never know if you run in this house and somebody's going to do something, your boy's going to drop, or a friend is going to drop, or whatever. And, the UCs, and the terminology also. The terminology is different.
Right.
If somebody says, like, the 7-1 or something like that, then it's just like, that's different from me. I would say the 71st, But really the fact that they're just so calm and relaxed under stressful situations, and you see everything happening, but they're just like, okay. And they work from the end first. They have to get the body or they have to get the gun, and then they work from that point to catching me. All these things I didn't know.
Do you watch First 48?
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good show.
It's an amazing show.
No,
It is, right?
It's a sad show.
Yeah.
It's because it's real. You would hope that it wasn't real.
Right.
And when you watch it, it's like, damn, another one bites the dust.
You realize how people fall for fucking techniques, too. Like, we always think we wouldn't fall for what a detective is putting on you, but fucking...
Yeah.
You think they have the upper hand every time?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, of course.
You would think that when you step into the room, you say, give me a lawyer.
Right.
Immediately. Because you watch the first 48, but when you're under the sticks, it's just like, look, just get me out of here.
Do you know who's doing the paintball thing, too? The guy who played Levy.
Michael Kostroff.
Really?
Yeah. Who I thought was just repulsive. He's a great actor, but what a repulsive character is those fucking lawyers, man. Their whole thing is just to get drug dealers off so they can go back to doing what it is they do.
Get wealthy.
Yeah.
Who else is in the movie you're in?
James Caan, Mila Cruz, Zoe Saldana, and Clive Owens.
Who's Mila Cruz?
I like how
Book
you
of
said
Eli.
Clive Owen last. That was good.
Clive.
I'm thinking, who's in this movie? Oh, Clive Owen.
Oh, yeah, Clive Owen.
Because all of them do their thing to me, so.
Yeah.
And James Caan. I would love to do something with James Caan.
He's hilarious.
I did a pretty good movie with him called Middlemen. He's very. You ever had him on the show?
No, we can't get him.
We don't get everybody. We do pretty good these days.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to say we don't get, and then say like good guests or something. I'm
No,
like,
we're getting better.
Oh no,
I know there's jokes there, but we are doing better finally after so many fucking years, but still not the James Caan.
No. You always have amazing people. The fucking Cusack thing was incredible.
Oh, we loved Cusack.
Holy crap.
He was all right.
Yeah.
And we were all warned that he was going to be a complete dick.
Yeah, sometimes you get a warning from other
Everybody
people.
warned us that, oh, good luck with that.
And then what happened?
He couldn't have been nicer.
He was great.
He was great.
You know who stunk was Paris Hilton, and I was hoping she wouldn't. I was like, I really didn't want her to be the one person that everybody said she was, like this awful, vapid idiot. And she was like the. She was?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was probably the worst we've ever talked to. She stunk.
It's always the ones that don't really have a real talent are the assholes in here. I'm serious.
She was a reality
Because they're out of their league.
Usually
That's
when
why. You walk in here and you're out of your league.
the
You're
A-listers that we get, they couldn't be nicer in general, right? No one's been a dick to us lately.
That's how it is usually. I mean,
Yeah,
but especially people that just work on their craft and enjoy it. They love people.
Paris Hilton wanted us to just plug everything she was doing, her dumb perfume and her dumb clothing line and her dumb shoe line. It's like, who cares? No one cares. Tell us some cool stories.
But she wasn't even.
So we had some dirt on her, not on her, on some shit, and we just brought it up. And she's like, and she was looking at her publicist to save her, and she was getting all pissed, and then she fucking basically walked out on us.
How can you not know what to expect when you come in this?
And she needed us because she was trying to make another run at the reality show thing.
And she wanted to cross demos a little bit and get a male demo.
Yeah, she needed us.
It's like you're a reality person who won't give anything real. Like, you're not giving any information. She was terrible.
Our whole audience was turned off by her, and she needed those people. I mean, the show itself was kind of lame to begin with, but
I'm so happy she fell off the fucking map. I couldn't be happier.
I don't know. She was in the paper the other day. She made another $100 million or something.
Did she really?
On her shit, yeah.
Hey.
It's amazing who I consider a failure. She's a fucking Hilton, and she's worth $100 million, and I'm like, oh, well.
Who knows? Probably way more than that, Jimmy.
She's not good on the radio, so she sucks.
Nope.
But she created a new way into fame. You know,
She created Kim Kardashian, is what
Exactly.
she did. Which
She
knocked her
begat-
out of the game, which is hilarious.
Paris beget Kardashian.
She brought Kardashian out.
Make your own porno tape.
And then Kardashian took over, and then they pushed Paris Hilton.
But how desperate is this
way.
country for royalty that we hold up the Kardashian like that?
I fucking hate the Kardashians.
That blows my mind.
I'm obsessed with hating them too.
Yeah.
I know it's a problem. I don't get it. I don't understand why. I don't understand.
Yeah,
And
I'm
no one can
angry.
explain it to me.
I'm angry at the audience.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not angry at them for trying and whoring themselves. You do whatever you want.
know what?
But it's the audience that holds them up like royalty that makes me want to vomit.
We just like mindless stuff, I guess. I don't know what it is.
And they know how to make it look beautiful. Also,
Oh, yeah.
because she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's very sexy. I mean,
but she is so stupid.
Did she do a porn tape? She did, right?
Did she? That was her entree.
To me, I kind of respect that, though. Like, if you're going to be a celebrity, I love the fact that she sucked dick on tape. Like, I really do appreciate that. Like, how many actresses would you love to see do that? All she had to do is blow somebody, and we're like, all right, give her a
But
show.
you want to see famous people do that who have already established themselves as being talented. This girl just straight up said, I'm a whore. Here's a tape of it.
The Paris Hilton tape was pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
be honest
I've
with
never seen Paris Hilton gave great fucking blowjobs.
Pretty fucking hot.
She was wonderful, and I've never seen the Kim Kardashian tape, but Paris Hilton's was great. Oh, that's Paris right there. Yeah, she was playful and silly.
Pussy.
But she won't talk about it. She doesn't like to talk about it. It's like that's what made you
That's not even
famous.
what we brought up.
Anthony hinted to it, but lightly.
What was the thing? There was one thing we brought up that was in the news at the time.
I don't remember, but
don't
Anthony
either.
hinted towards the tape.
Yeah,
and she wouldn't. You do martial arts, right?
I do.
Do you watch mixed? Do you watch UFC?
I love UFC.
Oh, you
I
do?
mean, UFC is fierce though. UFC is. I mean, you get hit in the chin with it. I saw this one guy get hit with a shin, a roundhouse kick in the shin, and his whole body and neck froze. I really feel bad for those guys because they look like they're gonna die.
Yeah.
By the time they get out that ring, or be severely brain damaged.
Yeah.
There's one Asian dude that cracked this dude's arm and flipped it to the back. Look, he literally bent his arm out of position, and the guy didn't tap out.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
He would have not stopped.
Was this on TV or is this like in a gym?
No, I was watching this on. Sometimes I go on YouTube when I miss them also, so I was watching it online.
It wasn't a
And
UFC event.
He fights around the world, but he fights in China.
Yeah.
And he's like the biggest star out there. I
What's
can't
his
remember
name?
His guy. I can't
Now we
remember
gotta
his
see the
guy's
video.
name. I mean, this dude actually tore his arm out of position
I gotta
and
see
would
it.
not stop until. That's the thing with UFC. I mean, listen, if I'm fighting you in martial arts and I see I got you, I know it's go for the kill, but if I see I have you, I'm not gonna. There's certain things I'm just not gonna do. I'm not gonna take it the distance where I'll crack your neck until you tap out.
But how about if it's one of those guys though? Like the thing with those guys is any one of them can turn it around. Like when you watch the Son and Silva fight, he was beating the shit out of him for the entire fight, and then Silva tapped him with a minute and a half left in the 5th round, or 2 minutes left in the 5th round. It's almost like you have to keep going with these guys because they're fucking animals.
Because you don't want to get in the ring with the Gracie brothers or anybody that can hit the floor with you in 5 seconds and demolish you.
How long have you been taking it?
I've been studying martial arts for over 10 years.
Oh, okay, so you're a real guy.
Yeah, no, I kind of slowed down with it, but it's something that's like riding a bike.
Huh. Can you do the crane?
The cat stands, the crane, the horse
Did
stands.
he do the crane? Because what's his name?
We had Ralph Macchio yesterday.
He wouldn't do the crane.
Yeah. I
still want to see the crane.
Macho and you try to make him do the crane.
The funny thing is, he beat us. He beat us to the punch. He's like, I'm telling you right off the bat, I'm not doing the crane, so don't ask. Who did he do it for? He was forced to do it with somebody. I
One
go,
time.
look, I go, if someone's famous enough, you're doing the crane for them, but I guess we're not.
For a Funny or Die video.
Funny or Die. That's the only other time he ever did the crane.
For his own video.
Crane stance?
Yeah, like you know, at the end of the Karate Kid, he puts
Karate
his
Kid.
arms up.
It's called the
That's
crane.
right, that's right, that's right.
And Ralph Macchio's been asked to do it ever since that movie came out.
Would he
And
do
he's only
wax
able to-
on, wax off?
Yeah, we should ask.
It was
that.
called Wax On, Fuck Off. That's the video, I think, on on Funny or. Did you see the Wire, the musical?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. It's funny.
Yeah, it is. Mike told me about it. I was working when they shot it, though.
Oh, you couldn't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sings, and it was they had a real fat guy play Stringer Bell, which was really funny. So I guess, I guess
I know the women are angry.
Yeah, probably. Was he the guy that everybody wanted to fuck kind of on the show?
Oh, yeah, Stringer Bell. Yeah, the women lined around the corner for him.
They did, right?
Yeah. Idris, yeah. Yeah, they loved him. And they still do.
Yeah, that's got to be nice.
Yeah.
It's got to be nice to play a role people want to fuck you for.
Who are your UFC guys before we move on from that?
You know Tito?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Tito.
Yeah.
You like Tito?
Yeah, I do. I don't
He's
know.
past his prime, though.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know if. I mean, look, once the UFC, always a UFC. But once you get in the ring, I guess, with the young guys and the faster guys, it can probably embarrass you.
You see John Jones fight, obviously?
No, this is the thing I haven't really been
check out
watching.
John Jones.
Is he nice?
He's
Yeah, he might be the
ridiculous.
best.
He throws elbows like punches. Imagine that.
Whatever happened to my man? The guy he used to have the he was like a street fighter also.
Oh, Kimbo Slice got beat up very badly in UFC. He did terrible.
I saw it when it was somebody that actually pulled out on a fight last minute. He took the fight, right?
Yeah,
And when
that
he
was-
went in.
right.
That was the fight that he lost.
Yeah, he got beat up.
Somebody else
The
unprepared.
guy dropped that. That was Elite XC. That was supposed to be like he was like the face of that company, and kind of like Liddell was for UFC at one
Who
point.
picked that up? CBS or something?
Yeah, they had millions invested
It was
in
a
it.
huge failure because they really needed Kimbo Slice to beat up some people. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it was
So
just.
that went away.
It's always amazing to me how guys are not impressed with each other. I'm so impressed with certain things that people can do, and when they're just not impressed with each other, it's like that fucking guy is really good at something.
I'm telling you, man, like to have somebody that can tear up everybody in this room without even trying.
Yeah, it's kind of humiliating for a man.
Jimmy takes punches and chokeholds and all sorts of shit. from
I
these
do, yeah.
guys.
I like-
Literally like 20 guys by now.
Oh man,
it's
Yeah.
how's
What's
the,
in it for you?
Just nothing.
That's a turn on in some weird way.
No, not a sexual
Something's
turn on.
going on.
No.
How's the bruise on the arm?
It's actually not bad. I got hit the other day. It's
Uriah
amazing.
Faber hit him
Uriah
really
Faber,
hard.
he's a bantamweight guy, but he hits really fucking hard.
To us, it was 100%. To him, he's like, 50% I hit him.
oh wow.
But it looks like 100%.
You just wanted to see what it felt like.
Yeah, I do it with all those guys.
He gets choked out.
Right, I've heard.
taps.
I've heard.
I don't pass out though. I mean, wouldn't you do that? Like you go out with a detective to see what it is they do. Well, this is kind of like the same thing.
Because you're on your way to the UFC to fight?
That's a good point. No, not necessarily.
I wanna do one, but every time when it comes down to it, I puss out.
Dude,
And
take the
last,
punch.
The last second, I'm like, no.
An instinct maybe?
I sort
Protect
of
yourself?
want to join Jimmy with this thing, and then I puss out every time.
The worst that can happen.
The John Jones thing was the worst. The
Yeah.
shin kick to the upper thigh.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you do something and you, like the leg stuff hurt a lot.
You said what? You almost puked on the spot?
I almost vomited. Yeah, because your body gets shocked. You go into shock.
Very much so.
And it wasn't shock like from a bullet wound, but it hurt badly, and I thought I was going to vomit.
And he probably hit you in a very good pressure point. Where did he hit you at the hip right here?
No, he hit me in the middle of the meat part of the thigh. Like he hit me in a pretty safe place,
The
I
Charlie
guess.
horse area.
But the Charlie horse area on the outside of the thigh, that's
enough.
Yeah.
If you notice when they fight, they usually they spar with you and then they'll kick you in that area right there. But they kick you 5 times. The 5th or 6th time, you can't lift your leg up.
Yeah, it does. What did Uriah say? It's like getting hit with a baseball bat.
It really is.
I know if you're getting a serious massage and they go to that Charlie Horse area too intensely.
A real massage is not fun.
Yeah, if they go to the
I like
Charlie Horse
relaxing
area,
ones.
it's not a good massage.
Right?
Yeah.
I love when they go, I'm going to just separate these muscles. They're grouped together right now.
Don't separate me,
It's
honey.
horrendous.
What's worse than a massage where they're actually working on the muscles? I'm like, what are you doing? You really think that's what I came for, to get my fucking thigh muscle hurt? You think that's why I'm here? I didn't take a Cialis an hour ago. What the fuck are you doing?
Cialis for a massage.
Oh, yeah.
You're my hero.
Absolutely.
Listen, it's funny because I was getting a massage and I like to get
beat up.
Yeah, I don't like don't touch me. Don't lay your hands on me and just
softly.
No, go in, Thai massages, dig into the tissue. And the masseuse she said, "My God, you make me work. I mean, do you have to get it so intense?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean that's what I come to massage. I'm a Brooklyn boy, you know.
You like it deep?
Yeah, you know, if we're gonna go to school or whatever we're gonna do, let's go. Let's get our knuckles dirty."
But I kind of agree with getting your knuckles dirty, but for different reasons.
You've never had a
She's
sports
massaging
massage?
me. And yeah, I hated it.
You did hate it?
Yes, it was too painful.
Yeah, but you feel the effects days later. You feel kind of loose and good.
Dude, I like light rubs over the nipples. I like when they brush and they
not
rub
what
the
they
nipple.
offer.
I love
That's
that.
not what they offer.
I know.
They just don't offer the nipple touch.
I fucking love that. That feels wonderful. A deep tissue. I don't know. What are you doing? I mean, that's. why would you do that?
Yeah. Well, you know, it works, especially on a 6-hour flight to L.A. And you get off that plane, it's just like, good gosh.
Do you ever get a happy ending one?
No.
See, he's just a nice guy.
No, I never got a happy. I never even knew what a happy ending was. I was in Germany, and it was time to go, and, you know, everybody was going to get a massage. We were doing a play, and everybody said they were going to go get a massage, and one of the guys said, yeah, don't make a mistake, get a happy ending. So I was like, what's that? What's a happy ending? He's like, dear boy, you're so naive. I was like, what? And he schooled me on to what it was. That was my first time ever knowing what it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, what a nice, healthy guy. Like, emotionally healthy.
Yeah.
That is. Have you ever gotten one?
How do you deal with that?
Deal with what?
I'm an emotionally healthy guy.
I don't mind. I mean, most of my friends are like that, but I have.
Is it weird to you?
It's foreign to me.
Right.
Like I'm talking to him as if he just came off the space shuttle. Like that's how I feel. Like I have no comprehension.
He's got something. Everybody's got something. We're just
did
not
we
gonna
ask
get-
you
We're
last
just
time-
not going to get to
I'm
it.
not
I
a
don't
politician.
think.
No, you see, the thing about it, if I was a politician, it would be a job to dig in.
Right.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm not a politician.
We all got something going
All
on.
I got is hot coffee and water.
Is that what they're calling it now? Hot coffee and water.
Hot coffee and water.
Did we ask you last time? You got the scar. How did you get that?
Oh, man, it's one of those stories that I try to keep it in my backpack.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Is it a sad
for
story?
work. I don't consider it a sad story, only because I'm here.
Okay.
You know, and it's something to feed on, you know. I love to feed on it for work.
And how without the story, how do you feed on it?
Without the story?
Yeah, like how do you feed on it? Like what does it do for you? Does it make you, when you're working, does it make you angry or does it take you someplace?
You know, today it might make you angry, tomorrow it might make you sad, and it might, you know.
Lucky to be alive.
Lucky to be alive. It's one of those, you know, too many people don't agree with it, but I study the method. I enjoy it. I enjoy sense memory. I enjoy emotional preparation. I enjoy substitution for dramatic events. I enjoy like just relaxing and going and digging deep and just trying to bring something up, working from the inside out. So those things work for me.
How do you do that? Like whatever the experience is, how do you go back? Because I think Brando would do that, and a lot of those great actors. How do you take a past experience and like all I would be thinking about, like say I want to talk about, you know, I had to be humiliated. So I would just think about the first of many times I've lost an erection with a woman. That's an easy one to recall. But how do you make your real life moment acting from that? How do you do that without losing the moment you're in?
Well, you work on it beforehand. You don't work on it while you're there. I mean,
well, that's my mistake.
Yeah. If you don't work on it beforehand, don't even try to do it while you're there. Just say the lines. You know, if that's all you have. But for me, it's the preparation before. And get into that mindset and get to that emotional place, and then after that, you get on set and then you go. And if it's in your way, you just keep it moving. I mean, don't let it block you, because a lot of times it can block you. And I think that's where a lot of techniques get a bad name also, because people try to do it on the spot instead of really focusing on a person and having a simple conversation.
When you were growing up, was it a good situation or a tough situation?
It was a lot of love. It was balanced, but even if it was tough, I didn't recognize it until I was aware that, oh shoot, hold on a second. They got a liquor store and a Chinese restaurant next to each other. this is not good, you know. But at the same time, for me, it was all love, you know.
Right.
I mean, fire hydrants in the summertime, kick the can, you know, touch football, but drama also.
Which is what part of New York?
Brooklyn.
Oh, you grew up in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I grew up in Brooklyn.
So when you would see that stuff, like whatever it was that was violent around you, how did you avoid that? Because like you get a guy like Tyson. Mike Tyson grew up in a violent situation and used it for his.
Yeah.
But how?
He also shipped out too.
Yeah, he did.
He got out
and dipped back in. Did you guys see the documentary?
It was unbelievable.
Oh, it was
Oh my
amazing.
goodness! When he said he would jump on the train and come back into New York, and then do his dirt and then sneak back because it was Customado.
Customado,
right?
yeah.
Told him, listen, don't get caught up in any dirt because if you do, I'm going to drop you. It was amazing.
They would come back and like beat up people and rob people. He was a rough dude.
Yeah, Tyson. He was from Brownsville. Brownsville is a. Are you familiar with Brownsville?
Yeah,
I'm familiar with the
We're
name.
familiar with the name, right?
Yeah, I would love
Look
to
at
say
us.
that I used
You
to
know
go
what?
there,
Look
but
at
I
us.
Go
probably
over there one day and
Just
just
the furthest
walk.
from Brownsville.
why? That's not a good suggestion. Go there and just walk.
You won't get a lot of love though.
Can white guys walk around?
Yeah, you guys are probably more safe
Why?
because at first.
They would think we're cops or
No,
something.
no one would think I'm a cop. I look too soft. It's in my eyes. I'm a fucking puss.
It's just you know, it's just nobody would bother. It's like me walking in. Well, and again, walking. It's like me walking in a neighborhood where I'm probably the standout guy. I'm probably more safe because nobody would really want to address me like that, right? You
Right.
guys would walk into Brownsville or something, it would be all love. I mean, guys don't really attack like that.
Yeah, but I just reek of victim.
Let's walk around. Let's walk around Brownsville.
Get your video camera and do a doc.
Kevin, you want to go?
Let's go now.
Let's get our.
But this method stuff is reminding me.
cameras.
I worked with this actress on a movie who played my wife in the film, and she was a method actress. And in the movie, we're supposed to be married, and then I cheat on her in the story of the film, right? So when we were shooting in South Beach, Florida, so it's a location shoot, which means the cast is staying in hotels and they're going out to lunches and dinners together. And every time we would go out as a cast socially, I'm class clown. That's what I do, right? So I'm making everybody laugh, and she's just staring daggers at me the whole fucking time. And even when I would say something funny, I'd literally hear her a couple times go, like that kind of thing, like dismissive. And I thought, why does this bitch hate me so much? And then I realized, oh, she's a fucking method actress, and she has to hate me while we're out socially because in the movie she fucking hates me.
Wow, that is so weird.
Yeah, and I was like, let it go, baby. You got to have fun away from the
The
set.
thing about it, some people can't turn it on. Like, for instance, she's working like that because if she gets on set, you know, it's sometimes the worst thing is to feel like you're phoning it in, even when you're not trying to, and you feel insecure about it in a way. You know, it's like, Lee, if I would have worked on this a couple of hours, maybe right now my feet would have been grounded. Some people can turn it on like that, and some people need that preparation. And I know she was staring daggers at you because, yeah,
She didn't want to think of me as the funny guy
Exactly.
while we were working in the scene.
How do you act with someone that you don't have the chemistry or you hate, and it's not part of the role?
That's when.
And
you,
have you had those?
That's when you catch yourself acting.
But do you look at the person like, I want to be in the same room with this person?
Absolutely.
But you pull it off?
You have to. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so
Then
weird.
you just go and you focus on the work and the words and the script, and that's why I have to familiarize myself with just the story within those pages, those scenes, those moments. That's all that matters to me, not the outside world, not how I got to this place. So yeah, sometimes you do have to. You know, it's that smiley face thing. You know, sometimes you just got to put on the fucking smiley
can't
face
do it.
in between takes. I know. I know. It's brutal. But that's the work sometimes.
that's the work.
I can't fake smile. I know people can do it all the time. I hate that I can't do that because people can read my face and know what my mood is.
So you should come to
I
my
hate it.
You should come to my weekly poker game.
But you know the fortunate
I'm
thing
the
about
worst.
that is you would probably be able to do it on set only because we shoot one scene like 10 times.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's just like, okay, hold on a second, I can't stand this person, but that check is heavy. You know, and
You start thinking about the money.
and then you're like, okay, and then and then you look at the person and it's just like, okay, hold on, shoot, take, what, same thing again, over and over and over again. Eventually,
It just
you can
becomes
go through it.
mechanical, whatever.
Well, it's got to be easy if it's somebody, like if you're playing something that's confrontational. If it's somebody you don't like and you're playing something confrontational, that's...
Oh no, then it works. But I'm saying when
Somebody
the
got
characters are supposed to get along in the project, the movie, whatever, and you know there's no chemistry or you absolutely don't dislike the person. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, my bottom line is
Where
always
you can't use it to your advantage.
I'm there to have fun. If the process itself isn't fun, you know, if you enjoy your job, you'll never work a day in your life. That's sort of always my.
How many movies you do?
I don't know the
Or have
exact
done?
number, 68. By the way, six of them really good.
Yeah.
My batting average fucking stinks, but 6 of them are pretty solid. Yeah.
Have you done a movie where you know it's bad while you're doing it? Because I did one.
Tell
was
him,
not a
Jimmy.
really.
Tell him. I did a couple.
It was. I was terrible, and the script was really bad. It was called White Chicks Incorporated. Just buy it, just to see how awful I am. And Florentine is the lead. I play I think they wanted me to play a comedian named Jerry Steinfeld.
Sure.
Like as a takeoff, I'm like, just let me use my name, and they let me use my name. But I sucked in this movie.
Was it the movie or was it
everything? It couldn't have been worse.
Oh, wow. So why'd you take that?
Why wouldn't I? No one was offering me anything. I had not. This is years ago. Jim just goes, "You want to be in a movie?" That's how you know it's a bad movie when your friend calls you and he goes, "You're around Saturday. You can be in the movie." And I went to the premiere and it was embarrassing to watch myself. Fucking Voss is it? Remember I showed you the clips of our friend Rich Voss? You know Rich Voss, the comedian? And all his fucking his poorly edited fucking close-ups. Yeah, really bad.
It's a strange profession where we're not really allowed by the public to do something for the money. It's one of the few professions, like, you know, for civilians or non-actors, when they talk to each other about their jobs, it is about making more money. It is about that so much of the time. And if an actor ever works just for the paycheck, he's a piece of shit seller.
So you absolutely do that.
Without a doubt.
You'll take a project knowing, oh boy,
if you have a mortgage and an alimony payment, you know, on a regular basis, you got to work.
Right. Michael Madsen.
I'm a worker.
Michael Madsen was one of the first ones that we learned that. He's like, oh, I did that movie because I owed my ex. I did it for a mortgage.
Yeah, he sat there and named things that caused him to do certain awful films.
He went down his list of movies and told us which ones he did because he had, I owed a guy money in Vegas. Just unbelievable.
But why, you know, why is that so shameful? And obviously, if you have a choice of scripts stacked up, you're going to pick the best ones. And you look at big stars with big names who eventually start doing lesser films, and you think, what happened there? And if you're on the inside, you know what happened there. The offers became less of the quality stuff and more of the not as quality stuff. And you want to work because that's your job.
And
you
work
want to
begets
fucking work.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
You want to constantly be on set, hoping that
someone says this guy's great for this other thing.
This other thing, and the project that you're doing is great.
Well, here's the other question then. Have you ever gone into a movie going, oh, this is going to be the biggest piece of shit ever, and it turned out to be amazing?
No. What happens is you think, I hope somebody sees this. I doubt that that's going to reach much of an audience. That happened on Usual Suspects. That movie was made for $5 million, shot in less than 6 weeks, starring nobody. Gabriel Byrne was the biggest name at the time in the film. Right. Kevin Spacey was a character actor like myself trying to get work. He hadn't starred in the movie. And so you just think, God, the script is so great. I hope somebody sees this somehow. And I've done a lot of movies like that. Not a lot, but easily a dozen, where no one did ultimately see that.
And you know it was good. You just
know the script is a motherfucker, but nobody ever saw it.
Nobody ever saw them, and then you walk down the street, and they're like, man, when I'm going to see you in some work?
Yeah.
Like, I done 12 projects just the other day.
How about you search some of this shit out?
Yeah. Check me out. Look at IMDb now.
Never been easier to get a small film finance, never been more difficult to get a proper distribution, because all the fucking money goes to marketing. And if they don't have the money for marketing,
so you're never surprised,
no one's going to hear about this film.
But you were never surprised that something
that a piece of shit turned out great?
Yeah.
Well, I can honestly say I've never read a script and said, this is an absolute piece of shit. When do I start?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that has never happened. I'll take films that I think, God, I wish this was better, but not a flat-out piece of shit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds, we've been talking lately about Boogie Nights, and he didn't know how good Boogie Nights was.
He didn't want to
Fired
promote
his
it.
agent.
Oh, did he fire his agent?
Fired his agent. And I can't fucking believe you got me in this thing.
Oh, wow.
This is horrible. Absolutely did not know, didn't understand it, didn't understand the tone.
Do you think he ever apologized to his agent?
Of course not.
He was nominated for an Oscar for that.
Yes,
Mark
he
Wahlberg was here, and he said that when Reynolds first did it, he was doing it like in a weird Irish accent because he had trouble with was it Paul Thomas or whoever wrote it, and Wahlberg was laughing while Reynolds was reading because he thought he was joking around, but he wasn't. He just took a terrible take on it, and then they said no, you can't do it in an Irish accent.
Yeah.
We should take a break.
Okay.
You sticking around, Jamie?
I'm sticking around.
All right, good.
And we got to plug to it's this Saturday. How do people sign up to go and play paintball at The Wire? Because we've turned a lot of people on to The Wire. I've said I think it's the best TV series ever, and I really mean that. And you can go and meet some of the greatest members of the cast, which is, of course...
Who's playing? Do we know?
Michael Kostroff, Isaiah Whitlock,
who was
Sonia
Levy?
Son.
Hold on, Levy.
Yeah, do the characters for people,
and Isaiah
Clay.
Whitlock was Clay.
Right.
Was
Clay Davis.
Clay Davis, and Sonia Son was
Kima
Kima. I've never met her. Fuck.
No, yeah. If I wish I would have known, she's coming down today so she can do this with us on Saturday. I would have told her to come up.
And who else? Michael K. Williams.
Michael K. Williams, JD, he played Bodie, as well as Dominic Lombardozzi,
who is Herc, who we love.
Of course,
stand-up dude.
he's been in here.
Yeah, he really is, and he's doing well with Breakout Kings.
Most of the guys.
He's also on Blood Ties also.
Oh, he's in the movie?
Yeah, he's
right
on
on.
Blood Ties.
The website's movingmountainsnyc.org.
MovingMountainsNYC.org or MovingMountainsInc@gmail.com.
All right.
And you could like help. It's like for city kids who to get into acting and stuff and kind of go in a nice.
You set up a theater or something, right?
I did. You know,
I remember.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's going great.
Good for
It's
you.
amazing. And the Mark Wahlberg Foundation, the Brooklyn Museum, Medgar Evers, everybody basically came together and they're helping it grow and develop. You know, it's basically taking underprivileged kids in inner city communities, and we just giving them an outlet to come and create.
He's just a good guy, Jamie.
He is a nice guy. Jamie's just
no. You know what happened for me?
He's just a good guy.
Paying it forward.
Paying it forward.
Yeah, but other people go, fuck that.
Yeah, but you know, it's crazy though, because when you do it, you realize that it does something to you that nothing else can possibly do. If you're passionate about it, I mean, to see them grow.
I'll tell you, man, my sex addiction really has stopped me from doing a lot of things in the last few years.
You think?
Honestly, yeah. It's like there's all this outside stuff. Like being sober. Part of being sober is they say to keep it, you got to give it away. Part of, it's kind of passing along a good thing to other people. And it's like, when you hear guys do. I've never heard anyone come in and go, yeah, I'm working with this charity and it really eats ass. I hate it. It always helps you grow as a person and it's good for you. I should do more of that stuff.
We'll start a charity.
Well, I don't see inner city kids taking my acting, directing very well. I mean, they respect as an actor, maybe.
Well, instead of starting a charity, just, come to Moving Mountains, be a part of Moving Mountains.
Yeah, I brought a check.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
I did more than write a check. I wrote a bundle. Look, y'all.
Jimmy wrote a check.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I brought a
Showed
little
a lot of love.
Yeah,
This time.
that means I got to write a check now.
You don't have to.
I compete with you. Let's write checks. All right, Kevin, you writing a check?
I'll teach the kids to do Christopher Walken.
Let's go, and they would love it.
Talking Walking with IN, Talking with IN, Walking IN on iTunes. Kevin Pollak's chat show. We'll continue in just a bit. Stay there.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow, that was deep.
Yeah. Went too fucking deep there.
See the similarities when the camera's off?
No kidding. See, it's too bad we took a break. I don't even know if we could relive that. I just learned that Jamie Hector is a father, almost an almost 3-year-old.
That's right.
Because I got a 2-year-old, and then we're talking about relationships and shit, and staying in relationships way too long, knowing that the relationship was shit.
And we got to the bottom of the acting issue.
Who's all
during
these
the break.
guys? Who are these? Who are you?
They're probably guys from Liberty Media. Let's wave
Liberty
at them.
Media? New bosses? Who are you? Thumbs up? I know. That was the bit. That they can't do. Who are they?
Frightened.
Best Buy.
Oh,
Get the fuck. That company's going down. Fuck you guys. Best Buy. Who goes to Best Buy anymore?
I was there recently, actually.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Jimmy?
I made a purchase of something for my computer. Oh, I bought a new printer.
Did you?
Yeah, worst story ever. But I really did. I can't tell you how happy I can print from my iPhone.
You like that?
Anyone got printing questions? Since I can't act, I might as well talk printing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm good
It's
for.
hilarious. I was at Best Buy at 2:30 in the morning. The best thing they could have done is open that 24-hour Best Buy on 14th Street, Union Square. And I was there at 2 o'clock this morning.
These guys are getting what they want outside the studio.
I'm trying to tell
We're
you,
doing
right?
a fucking 3-minute commercial for
Yeah,
them.
Jamie Hector is promoting them. Why were you there 2:30 this morning?
Because, on Thursday, I have a showcase with the kids at the Brooklyn Museum. And I directed a short film. And I wanted to load that short film onto some DVD-R, whatever.
Right.
So I went all over looking for it, and I went to Best Buy.
When did you get sleep?
I didn't.
Last night?
Yeah, I didn't sleep.
You've been up since yesterday?
Yeah. I mean,
How do you
knocked
do
out for
that?
like an hour. Just thinking about tonight.
I'm the worst.
To
I
go to
need my
sleep tonight.
Oh, really? So
Just
you're
thinking about
getting to
sleep tonight, yeah.
I got a question for Jamie Hector. And everyone knows you from The Wire, obviously.
Yes.
And is it frustrating that they don't know you from other stuff in general? And part two of the question, what is the second most thing you're known for?
It's not frustrating that and no one knows me from anything else.
I shouldn't say it like that. People do, but...
I love The Wire. I love it.
But don't mention The Wire every single time.
Every
just
single
about.
time.
I only
but
know
it's
you
just
from
like-
season 3 when you had the cameo as the cop. That's what I most. No, I'm kidding. Jamie had he had a cameo in The Wire before he became Marlo Stanfield.
That's why I'm saying what?
No, that wasn't me. That was Benga.
Oh, I thought that was you.
No, that was Benga. He had
Such
a
a
cameo.
fan.
Wait, Benga was a
You were never in before?
I was never in before.
Oh,
But
I'm
Benga
sorry.
was, and then they said, all right, let's
That's
make
right, I
believe that didn't
apologize.
happen.
Yeah,
We're going
yeah,
to build a whole new
extra.
character
Yeah, he
for
became
you.
Chris Barlow.
No
Okay.
shit.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
All right,
Because
good.
it was funny. But you know, like doing magnificent films such as The Usual Suspects, right? And just being a part of that, you know, it's fun to be a part of it because not too many films or television shows actually stand the test of time, right? And it carries its weight. So when you get an opportunity to be a part of something like that, look, call me Marlo.
What was the second most popular role you had?
The second most well, I think that would be different based on the one that I enjoyed or the one that people enjoyed.
Both, I guess.
Well, you know, I think
was an
people
easy
really
answer.
enjoyed Heroes.
Big
'cause-
time, huge.
Yeah, people really enjoyed that. I mean, the
Most devoted fan base ever.
most devoted fan base
Yeah.
ever. So.
They weren't big enough to keep the show in the air forever, but the ones who saw it were devoted to the point of ridiculous.
Comic-Con was ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
all of those it's just the fan base for those shows.
They're more passionate.
They're so passionate.
Yeah.
I mean, when somebody comes and they dress like you,
Yeah.
or they send you a box of cards and just say, just put your name on it, please, and we'll just send you some, or come to London and do it. It's just like, hold on a second. This is like a fan base that's out of this world.
They're not doing that for 2.5 Men.
And,
That's not happening. There's no
Yeah.
2.5 Men booth at the Comic-Con.
and it was fun.
Right.
Heroes, the fact that, you know, you always want to be a superhero when you're a kid, and that's the closest that I get to becoming a
Right.
superhero, where I can smell your fear and get very strong.
Damn.
And you see the work happening. Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Let me hit the phone here. Anthony's back on. Ant,
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Anthony.
are you
How are
jury
you?
duty?
Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be serving on the any juries.
How'd you get out? You find Chris's
Well-
mom?
Well, put it this way. I'm much too jaded and cynical to really make a fair judgment of anybody at this point in my life.
Is racist the word we're looking for?
Well, that's another word. I guess you could say racist.
Did you just
No,
play it up to get out of jury duty?
No, I play it up. I just said I can't make a fair decision about anything because of my line of work puts me where I see a lot of horrible stories and I can't judge anybody. I'm terribly.
Were you able to say that to a judge, though?
No, I just had to say it.
Who'd you say it to?
I mumbled it to myself in the room, and they had to remove.
Anthony, this is Jamie. You know, if they see you nodding off, hey, what's going on, Anthony? If they see you nodding off, they can actually tell you to get off the jury. They say, look, we don't need you. 'cause you fell
Nice.
asleep.
That's a good
I
tip.
know, I believe it. I was nodding off in the big room. It was a screening process. There were like 200 people in a room, and they started calling names and stuff. They called my name. I went into a small room and spoke to somebody, and I'm in my car now. That was it. I'm done.
Yeah, you're better off getting selected to go in front of the judge, and they interview you and yeah, you can get red flagged real quick.
Yeah, it was great. And the guy that vouched for my weapon was a big fan of the show. I like that too.
That's right.
Very
Nice. Very good.
So everything worked out. I won't have to do jury duty. I could concentrate on entertaining the people on the Opie and Anthony show, something I've never done before.
Well, it would be nice, a fresh start
Well,
tomorrow.
Kevin Pollak's here, and he's convinced you don't like him because every time he comes around, you're not here.
I heard that when I was driving here. I heard that Kevin Pollak was in there. He doesn't think I'm a fan. I am a huge fan of your work, sir, and I feel like I'm missing something. I never get to be in the studio when you're in.
Well, now say something nice to Jamie Hector.
Jamie Hector knows I love him. He's fucking great.
All right, that was sincere.
Jesus Christ.
You just don't want to have beers with him, huh?
My man.
You just like his work?
Yeah, why don't you invite Jamie over to your house? He
Yeah,
lives
why don't you have
close.
Jamie over?
Hell yeah.
Break some bread, Ant?
Yeah, I would totally be into that. What are you kidding?
But it wouldn't be fun for Jamie or Kevin to come over and just see me and Anthony sitting in a hot tub and a couple of fucking... That's what we do. What's that?
A couple lobsters.
Yeah, we just kind of sit in the hot tub and talk in our fucking... It's really creepy and homoerotic. It sucks.
Full of fruits. I know. You're terrible. How about some girls?
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, do you know girls you could bring? Either one of you guys?
Sure. Sure, I do.
Okay, that's a no.
You know, K-Slay?
Well,
What?
It is a nice day, and it's only 9:45, and I think I'm headed to the pool.
Oh, that's nice.
Have fun.
This worked out beautifully.
It sure did. And you didn't have to see Kevin again.
I hope I get a chance to see you next time, man. I'm not develop this.
Really?
He's kissing NASA's
insecurity.
He's got his NASA hat on. He's kissing NASA's ass today.
Well, he should. We, hey, maybe you could finance a spaceship for us, since all budget cuts. We don't even have a goddamn spacecraft for our astronauts to get to the station. Terrible.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Just a little political message there.
It's pretty sad that we let that go.
Exactly.
You can't
All
do
right,
that in
well,
America.
Godspeed on the way to the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here, and have a great rest of the day. I'll see everyone.
What do you mean rest of the day? I think we celebrate that you're out of jury duty and we get the hell out of here.
Well, you should do that then.
I think so.
See you at the pool.
All right, Aunt.
All right, I'm there.
See you tomorrow.
Later.
All right.
We covered a lot of ground. Do you change diapers?
Yeah. Wow. You know, before.
What's wrong with that though? It's never bothered me.
No,
I thought it would too. I'll be honest. I've seen the shitty diapers. I'm like, fuck no. When it's yours, you get right in there.
The delicate part. I would never, even before I had my child, I would never hold a young baby.
Nope, I didn't either.
Yeah, too small, too delicate.
I would
The
wait
fear of
until they were
dropping the
about
baby.
6 months old, and then I would start holding them.
So then when I would start cleaning my daughter, wiping her, and I just wouldn't go there's certain things I wouldn't do, and it's like, give me that. Well, you're not doing it properly. Let me do it right. And I was like, oh, God.
Oh, your wife would do the unpleasant parts?
She would do the unpleasant parts because I would do it halfway. Because, I have heavy hands, and I don't want to really, touch the baby and, squeeze the baby in any way or make me feel uncomfortable.
Right. I got to lift up my kid's ball bag, all sorts of shit.
Louis C.K.
Gotta
talked
get in
about
there.
that, especially daughters.
I
they
don't
have
understand.
vaginas, and he goes, it's weird, but he goes, when you're cleaning a baby,
how do you clean that properly? How do you do that?
That was my problem.
I know how to clean a dick. I don't know how to do a vagina.
Because we're such a sexual perverted society that we're taught even a legitimate touching, as a parent cleaning a kid, that's 100% legit.
It is.
But we're kind of now been ingrained to believe that it's wrong or it's fucking.
That's a little strange.
Yeah. Somebody else was talking about that too. With I think Noam from the comedy show, he has a daughter and he was just going, no, I let my wife clean.
I think I would let my wife do that if we had a daughter.
Would you really?
I think so. At least in the beginning, I think that would be a little weird.
Well, in the beginning, but then eventually she would turn around and say, you need to clean that.
Exactly.
Look,
Get in
I know
there.
you experience that. You need to
you're
learn
right.
how to do that because I don't want to do it right now.
Yeah, at first
And
though,
then
I would
have to do it.
I don't know. Be very cautious. It's
Yeah.
just weird to me.
Yeah, I guess you're afraid of hurting the baby or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hurting the baby is just foreign. It's just something that cleaning the baby in the beginning stages. But eventually, but at first it's just like,
Have you had the shit diapers all the way up the back to the neck?
Oh, Lord.
You can't just hose them down. You can't just hold them up.
Sometimes.
Stick them in the bathtub or something.
Yeah.
Just,
That's what I thought with that spray nozzles.
Sometimes they shit all the way up to their neck. In their back, halfway up their back easily. Sometimes way up there.
Well, I would hope you would tell them that that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
So it's a bummer.
Look them in the eyes and say, no!
Yeah, that's bad. That won't affect them at all in their later life. And toilet train them angrily. That's what
I'm not supposed to shit because Daddy yelled.
Do you have children or no?
I've seen children. I'm sure it all works out on paper.
No
No,
kids?
I'm not a breeder. Never wanted to be.
You never wanted to
I
be?
just knew from an early age that it was not for me.
How do you know, though?
I don't know how. I don't know what clicked. Well, first it was probably just narcissism, and then it was mostly narcissism, and I have nieces and nephews, and I love them crazy and spoil them rotten. Love to spend time with them, but
you can leave. You like the.
I couldn't give over my life to it. Now, granted, what you guys say, and I've always known, was 100% true. If it were my own, in a heartbeat, my mind would change. But since I have control over the situation, I'm going to avoid it.
That's what I tell people. Your mind would change
In a heartbeat. And I know that. I do. I've always known that. I'm not stupid. It's a human nature condition thing that just completely takes over. But if I believe in Planned Parenthood. If you don't want them, don't fuck around with it.
Yeah, the great part about it with you is if you decide tomorrow,
yeah,
that you want a child, you can go and have one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Do you mean as a man or as a guy who's rich?
Don't get me wrong. I've bought several children.
No, but I mean, like, you can afford it if you get a girl pregnant. It's not going to fucking ruin you financially, which is...
Wait, yeah, where are you at, Kevin? You got a girl?
Yeah, I've been with the same one.
So what
for
if she
5
wanted to have a
years
kid?
Now, I made sure when I chose her that she did not want children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do what I do, just pick transsexuals? It's just so much easier. None of your friends know. You know
I have become fascinated by this fascination of yours because it's so honest that it's undeniable in terms of being fascinated to someone who doesn't know anything about it. But I've picked a straight up heterosexual young woman.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
I love a good heterosexual.
5 years living together now. I'm thrilled to death.
I'm
I've
always
been
afraid-
feeding off her like a vampire.
When you meet a woman, though, how long you've been with your wife for a while, right?
I have.
It's like when you meet a woman, how do you commit forever? Like Opie's man, I don't know how you do it. Like I'm so afraid of seeing the end of like I'm afraid of getting older. So seeing the end of the tunnel fucking
I think you
scares
gotta
me.
as soon as you can move in with them and find out what you're really dealing with.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, when you feel strongly enough about it, you have to live under the same roof to find out exactly what the fuck you're in for.
I think it was easier because I'm older too.
No question.
I had a good fucking time, and this is what I
Right.
want now, man.
You're not old enough, Jimmy.
This is absolutely what I want now. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being in your early 20s, especially as a guy, and committing like that.
So the
I
others.
didn't know what the fuck I was doing in my early 20s.
Thank God you don't have to.
Yeah.
How did
I'm
you
in a
meet
good
your girl?
place.
You know, well, I knew her for such a long
Oh, you
time.
knew her, your
right?
friends?
Yeah. I
Were
knew
you
her since
friends
she was
first?
12. Yeah, we were friends.
Okay.
What? You've known her since 12? You were 12.
That's
She was 12.
fantastic.
How old
And I
were
was
you?
16.
Oh, okay. So you.
When
I
did
thought
you
he was
start
gonna say
dating?
40.
Yeah,
we started dating maybe when she was 13, 14, but we were just, we were cool.
Kids.
Yeah, kids ever since then. And we just grew to know each other and like each other.
That is such a rarity.
Wait, you've only been with one girl then?
No,
More or
sir.
less.
No.
No.
Wait.
I haven't, but, we've known each other. We've been together.
When
and
were you
percent-
guys an item?
Serious.
Serious 5 years before I got married. I was married in 2009. 4 or 5 years before we got married, we became a serious item. But even before that,
okay.
girlfriend, boyfriend breakup.
Oh,
all
gotcha.
our business. I go to
Okay.
California, then I come back, and then it's like, hey,
Gotcha.
You like being married?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's fun. It changes your mindset.
Yeah.
Because now all of a sudden you're home at a certain time.
And we're also
without
protectors.
realizing, yeah.
Protectors by nature.
Mhm.
Boy, that DNA comes out fast, doesn't it?
It really does.
And I can't imagine what you guys go through with children. in terms
I
of-
would kill.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Brewer said it best. He told me, you realize you are capable of killing a human being when you have a kid.
Yeah.
And when he said that, it spoke to me. I'm like, fuck, man, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You would absolutely would kill somebody.
Right.
I have no doubt.
You also know that feeling when you're a stand-up comic. you also learn that instinct really quick, how easy it would be to behead somebody in front of an applauding audience.
Has there been a transsexual you would kill for?
Oh, has there been one I wouldn't?
Perfection. Perfection.
Yeah, they are a wonderful group.
It's hilarious. Moving in with a young lady
Yeah.
before I don't even think I could do it because I think if I did that, I would have never gotten married.
Right.
Only for me personally,
Right.
only because you really learn the truth about people once you move in with them. And if I would have moved in with a female before I got married to them, then I'd been like, because one of the beefs that we had was that she would throw, it's time to put the garbage out, right? Tuesday they pick up the garbage.
Okay.
So if I put the garbage bag in there on Monday,
right,
and she throws one piece of garbage in there, take the garbage out. I'm like, what are you, crazy?
Right.
And that was beef.
Well, it's
because
those things.
those little things.
Yeah.
Because, wait, you felt she was wasting the bag and it would be out tomorrow, or was it the fact that she was nagging you?
It's the fact that we were wasting the bag and I was being nagged. I said, look, okay, the garbage bag is not full. Let's fill it up and then throw it out.
Is that a guy thing? Because that bothers me too.
Yeah.
It
And that
really
was
does.
That was enough for me to
I
actually
need it
say,
to the tippy top. Like, it has to be
Exactly.
overflowing. And then I'm like, all right, I'm ready to take this shit
I
out
just
now.
realized why I'm so happy at home, because my better half agrees with this too, with this same theory.
What, fill up the bag?
You fill it up. Yeah. But it is those little nitpicky things that you find out if you're made for each other or not.
But I throw the bag out early. I agree with your wife because I'm afraid of bugs and I'm afraid of roaches and a smell. So if there's something like there's real something fucking foody in there, I mean, I'm in a big building. I'll just take my fucking Smart Ones things and walk them right to the garbage and throw them out.
Oh, the
so
crazy
house doesn't
smelly
smell.
shit's got to go out
gotta
for
go.
sure. Yeah, but if you throw in one little item like an apple core or something, and because it's garbage day, everything's got to go out. That's bullshit.
So now you not wanting to waste the bag, are you overly cautious with money? Because some people get very, very cautious, like if they grew up without a lot of money, and then they get very, very worried about it.
It's something that I think it's my father actually. Even though I wasn't raised with my father, but he had this thing with money where I like to save, I like to invest, I like to know that I have.
Right.
You know. So it's not even the overly cautious thing with money. To me, it's just the logic.
Yeah, it's like, more logic than money with me.
Yeah, it's like, what you going through? Even though I understand what you're saying in regards to the garbage, not throwing it out early, but with her, as a female, I'm just like, look, you really going to throw the trash out like that?
I wonder, though, if you said to her, here's why this bothers me, like you just said casually to us. Have you had that conversation with her?
No, we have had that conversation.
Because that's something everyone can relate to.
And now we throw the garbage out to the top. Right?
Nice.
So you won.
I won, of course.
But because you related to her as a human instead of a struggling fighting couple.
Exactly.
Well, that's pretty great.
I think that if we were not married, I would have probably for the garbage situation, I'd have probably been like, look, I'm out.
Yeah, I can't deal with this shit.
Yeah.
This is nonsense.
Yeah.
But when you're married, look, let's be honest. You have a kid. It's going to be a 50-50 split in court. You can't say
50-50 split in court.
Or maybe a 60-40, yeah,
60-40 or 90-10.
Yeah. So you can't
Any guy
say
would take the 50-50.
I'm giving up my money for the rest of my career over garbage. You have to find a compromise. It becomes a necessity. Yeah, I guess that's why I haven't committed to a woman, because I don't want to compromise stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you OCD?
I'm not. She is.
Ope, I know you're going to wrap things up in a heartbeat, but I promised I would give a quick shout-out to one of your Uber fans who's one of the producers on my chat show. His name is Jason McIntyre.
Can he do anything for us?
And, once you move to podcast, he's a brilliant research producer that'll crush for you.
All right.
Yeah, you know, he's devoted to your show and turned me on.
You weren't
to
supposed to tell people I'm moving to podcasting, though.
Well, you've only said it a million times. It's the only reason I mentioned it.
Yeah, you haven't exactly kept it under your hat.
Something about working once a week versus every day.
Oh, man,
I've
does
heard
that
you
sound
rag
good.
on that a couple
That
times.
sounds great.
Yeah.
So she's OCD, not you?
No, yeah, she's one of those that washes her hands every 5 minutes.
Oh. I'm surprised she wants the garbage to pile up then.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. That makes perfect sense then. Okay.
Can she handle is she handling this? Washing of the hands every 5 minutes?
I mean, it's not as severe, but it's just more than I would expect. I mean, I wash my hands when it needs to get washed. You walk into the house, you wash your hands.
But is that all she got?
In terms, the garbage situation, to me, that's OCD.
Yeah.
You know,
supposedly we all have it.
Yeah.
My mom has it really bad, so I know this world a little bit.
Okay.
God, we got some similar shit going on. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think we got similar shit going on. I don't wash my hands though. Fuck
the similar
that.
things that we have going on is that we're men.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like we kind of understand, you know, it's those situations right there.
Mm-hmm.
Does she clean the house too much?
Yeah, she cleans the house. She's good with it.
She's cleaning it right now.
She's probably cleaning it right now.
Does she Purell? Too much Purell?
Purell.
That's bad for too much. That actually makes your hands get more infected because you kill the natural things. Howie Mandel, who's fucking completely OCD, said that he had to stop using Purell because you start growing little warts on your fingers.
Oh wow!
Because
really,
yeah, you take away your body's natural defense or whatever. You overuse it, it makes you get germier faster.
But it might be a little better for the masturbation though, with the rib tips. Creating little rib tips on your fingers.
Oh, no, you
the
know
warts
what?
would feel good on your penis is what Kevin's getting at.
No, I understand. That would imply that I use lubricant, but I'm an angry masturbator. What I do is I just fucking grab it, and there's no budging. Like, I straitjacket my dick and up, down, up, down, up, down. It's really an awful experience to
You know
watch.
what? Let's go to the video.
It exists.
and he would show you.
Yeah, I would have my dick on Twitter. If it wasn't my fat stomach like ruining every video I've tried to shoot, I would just fucking tweet. I love fucking videos of myself jacking off. I'm a complete piece of shit.
I got to get somewhere, unfortunately.
Get out.
Kevin.
What a great pleasure to see you guys again, honestly. Love the show. Love the show.
Talking Walking on iTunes.
Yes, sir.
And
Kevin
what else?
Pollak's chat show. We got Tony Hale from Veep and Arrested Development. My guest live this Sunday.
Wow.
It's live every Sunday. And Dan Harmon, the guy who created Community and then was let go by the network, is going to be on with me.
Oh, wow, yeah, he's been...
we're trying to get him on.
He's been very upset.
Yeah, no, I'll talk to him. He'll be on in a heartbeat, of course.
Maybe we do have him scheduled. I don't know.
Bet you do.
But, all right. And then Jamie Hector, you got the big paintball game this weekend.
Yeah,
the Wire Paintball Tournament.
How do people get to be a part of that or donate? Because it's a really, really good cause. And it's a very fun event. If you're a fan of The Wire, Aunt Danny and myself went last year. It was fantastic.
It was. You know, you can go on movingmountainsnyc.org. That's the website if you would like to donate, and as well as get more information, or Moving Mountains Inc. at Gmail, or Moving Mountains Inc. at nyc.org. It's June 9th, Saturday morning, and all the information will be available for you on those websites.
And you get to meet all the guys from the show. And it really is fun, man, and I loved it. And I've always going to be in Connecticut doing the gig with Artie and Attell and Nick DiPaolo. I would be there, but unfortunately I'm going to be going.
Foxwoods.
Yeah, Saturday, but I'm very, very fucking bummed that I can't go.
He was trying to figure out how to cancel a big show to go to your
there was just no way to do it.
Yeah,
in the end, he couldn't do it.
Appreciate it, because we had some fun last year.
And let's come back before it's another year there, Jamie.
Yeah, let's do that.
And it was funny hearing Michael K. Williams, who I saw at a premiere after that, fucking complaining 6 months later about a little paintball welt. It's like, you fucking Omar, you took one, it's like a canard shot you again. It was a fucking little bump off the leg.
Yeah.
It was very funny to see him.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're out of here. See you tomorrow.
Jamie.
All right, guys.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.